think we're going.
Yeah,
I think this is it. Hello. Happy Friday to all of our friends, past, present, and future. Welcome to Legends Die Live, a Dungeons and Dragons stream brought to you by 6 obsessed and really stressed out friends. I'm Mike D, and I'm the Dungeon Master, which means I'm responsible for the world building. These are my players, the people responsible for burning it all down. We play every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you can check us out live, please do so. If you can't check us out live, we're also up on YouTube. Videos will usually be up the very next day. You can find those links in our description below. Last week was our debut, so if you missed it, I encourage you to check it out. But if you're still here, don't worry, there'll be a bit of a synopsis to get you into the rhythm of things. You can find us at various places on social media. Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr. Marco, help me out here.
Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr. We have a Facebook page. Most of our social media
YouTube
are through Twitter. We have a what?
YouTube.
Oh, all our videos are on YouTube. I think
It's
that covers
fine.
it all.
Just go to the website, legendsdielive.com, and all the links are there.
Yeah, all our social media is Facebook, Twitter, whatever, at Legends Die Live.
Maybe Reddit coming soon.
Yeah, mechanically, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Stylistically, we stay pretty close to the rules, but we do bend, break, and homebrew them as well. So if that kind of thing interests you, check out our document linked below. Before moving on into tonight's game, we do want to thank some affiliates of ours. First and foremost, big thank you to Sirenscape for their very high quality music. It really adds an extra dimension and layer to the experience. So I encourage you guys to check them out for your own games. They're linked below. Thank you to our 2 artists, She Games, He Games, for helping us out with the teasers. And then to Bayton, who did an amazing job with our logo. So if you're looking to get something commissioned, I encourage you to check them out. Again, they're linked below. You may have noticed if you were with us last week that our lovely bard Felix was with us in person. However, Felix is now playing non-locally because he doesn't love us. So
It breaks me heart.
So we'll have to deal with that, but we'll make do with what we got.
My love of pleasant temperatures beats out sweating.
It's still hot there.
It is still
Not
hot
nearly
there.
as bad.
So Chris is playing non-locally, and then our 6th member, not to be forgotten, is the ever charismatic and somewhat enigmatic Zach, who is monitoring the chat. So say hi to Zach if you're in the chat. Is there anything else? Anything else before we jump into things? Did I forget anything?
I think we good. The artists and Sirenscape are on the website as well, yeah?
Everything's on the website. You should probably just go there because it is an awesome website.
And you can see our character sheets there as well.
Also, there's
Right? Did we get that going?
Yeah, they're there.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that's it. So we're gonna jump into the title video real quick, and then we're going to jump into a summary and get into tonight's session. So we'll see you guys in 1 second.
Well, a couple minutes.
our story began last week in an abandoned town where the paths of 4 different characters intersected. 2 of them, Oni the Dragonborn and Riley the human, were sent there to retrieve a scroll. Upon arrival, they discovered 2 other people there. And after a bit of conflagration, and conversation, Oni and Riley discovered that the other 2, Agär the dwarf and Felix the halfling, were sent there also to find the scroll, but they were sent there to destroy it. Given this quandary, they decided to form a mutual agreement, at least temporarily, to find the scroll, take it back to Dreyfus, the one that had recruited both pairs, and to see what the deal was. Why were they both sent with different objectives? So they went back into the church, put out the fires. And during their time within the church, they made a friend, a semi-translucent and semi-corporeal wolf that began to follow them around, follow them as they explored the church. After a bit of meandering, they eventually discovered a hidden passage beneath the church. There, they discovered a number of different artifacts, but, most importantly, they discovered a number of different scrolls. Riley took those scrolls and triggered a defensive mechanism that was put in place. They managed to stifle the defensive mechanism, but not without causing a flood, as water began to trickle in. They left the church with the scroll, burying some of the bones that they had found there, destroying other bones they had found there. And then they made their way around town to find rest. Characters took a night's sleep in one of the abandoned buildings and found various degrees of rest and comfort. But that's where we pick up our story. The sun cresting over the horizon, warming the landscape, peering in through the windows, with an already awakened Riley and the other characters coming to consciousness. So, the day is yours.
When they wake up, I've just dumped all of the scrolls on the, I'm assuming there's a table in the house.
Okay.
And, like, all the stuff I swept off the shelf is just laid out in front of me.
There are just a number of different scrolls.
That is all.
Okay.
I'll start fumbling through them, see if there's anything interesting.
You're gonna start thumbing through the scrolls?
Do the same.
Yeah.
Alright,
See if
investigation
anything
check.
seems magical. Yeah.
Well, are you
15.
specifically looking for something that's magical? Because that would be more of an arcana check. Or are you just looking for text
Well-
that seems magical?
Yeah, basically just if there's anything interesting that stands out to me, or if there are any actual magic scrolls, I'd like to hold on to them. But I guess just a basic overview.
I'm holding the one with the green ribbon, by the way.
Okay, and what did you roll, Felix?
15 for investigation.
15. And then Agär, you were also looking.
11.
11.
I'm just seeing if there's Lupo mentioned on any of the scrolls.
Okay, you do a bit of digging. There's a number of different scrolls. You unfurl them and you dig your way through. Agär, you don't find anything that mentions the name Lupo, and you notice that a number of the scrolls, some of them are written in common, and then a number of them are written in a language that you don't recognize. Felix, as you're investigating the scrolls, same sort of thing. You come across a number of them in common, some of them in a language that you don't recognize either. None of them have the familiar phrases, glyphs, or just styles that would indicate any sort of arcane nature. They seem to be fairly straightforward,
I would like to check.
non-magical.
I would like to check the ones that they did not understand, and I would also like to look for magic scrolls. should I do? Roll of some kind.
Yeah, I mean, so he hands you the scroll that's not written in common.
Right.
You do not recognize it either.
I do not recognize it either. Okay. And I would like to look for magic scroll.
Go for it.
What am I rolling here? Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Hey!
Somewhere between
Make it
Arcana
up for
and
last session.
History. Again, you're
I'm proficient in both.
nothing.
26.
Nothing stands out as.
There is no magic here.
Looking for this?
No.
Can I take it? Can I see her pull it out? I want to reach for it.
You want to snag it out of
If
her
I wanna
hands?
snag it out of her
If he
hands.
tries, I'm gonna try and grab his wrist.
Okay. Contested athletics.
I also want to dodge him.
Okay.
Fuck me, dude. Back to Will Wheaton. Athletics, you say?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Between the two of you, and then if he breaks free, and then against Riley.
What'd you get?
Less
What is
than
this?
you,
Sleight
probably.
of hand,
14.
acrobatics?
Yeah,
What do you-
definitely less than that.
Hold on.
I'm just trying to
Did
jerk it out of the way.
what did you get?
Way less.
Than him?
14.
Okay. So Agär reaches for it.
Half. 7.
Oni tries to bat him out of the way, but he, with his offhand, he comes through. Now I want you two to make a contested.
I already rolled.
Okay. Acrobatics or athletics.
What'd you roll?
16 plus 8,
God
24.
damn, man.
If you don't let me read this scroll to you, I will kill you.
As
Well, no, he
Agar's
takes it.
hand
I take it.
Yeah.
Let
just
me read it
Snags it.
to everybody.
I
I found it.
summon my shield and I go,
You're
you are
right.
not honoring deal.
You're right, you're right, you're right.
You said the one who finds it keeps it. You are
Do you
not
want to
honoring deal.
open it?
No, it's fine, it's fine.
You can open it
There you
now.
go.
Thank you.
I
Gesture
scowl at
of
you.
goodwill.
What is your problem?
It's fine, mate.
It is not fine. What is problem?
I'm putting some herbs in my pipe. It's just a fun play, man.
You are not in position to play.
Always going to honor the deal.
Do you want me to read it?
Please, if you'd be so kind.
I say in Draconic to her, yes, please read it in my language.
I start off in Draconic.
You speak Draconic?
Yes. The heroic deeds of Lupo. And then I switch to common.
I
Boy!
look at Agär and I go, ha, ha, ha.
Born into privilege, Lupo's noble destiny was set from birth. Natheless, he forged his own. As a child, Lupo absconded to the Ku forest bordering Solonaktu. One day, he came across a now orphaned wolf pup struggling in the clutches of a cyclops.
Oh.
He slayed the one-eyed beast using not more than a slingshot and his wit. Thus, Lupo's first deed he doth completed.
Oh.
Guys, this guy sounds really badass. Eventually, Lupo tired of solitary life and returned to Solonaktu, where his family lorded over the town with heavy-handed tyranny. Lupo began raiding the family coffers and recompense only, is that the right word?
Yes, that is
Okay.
right word.
To the townsfolk. His mother discovered this betrayal and exiled him to the only oasis in the Ragdizan desert. By and by, mad from the heat, Lupo implored the gods for aid. Suddenly, a torrential rain flooded the entire desert. Lupo swam across the makeshift sea, returning to civilization. Thus, Lupo's second deed he doth completed. Lupo, guys, this scroll is really long. Lupo returned to Solonaktu once again, only to find the townsfolk had been enslaved by a beholder. To take down this heinous enemy, he allied with a pack of wolves led by the now fully grown direwolf he had saved all those years ago.
Oh.
Together, they slayed the beholder, liberated the townsfolk, and restored peace to Solonaktu. Thus, Lupo's third deed he doth completed. Almost done. All the damsels became enraptured with Lupo, but he had no interest in his spousal. He drifted off towards the sunset, reunited with the direwolf he met all those years ago. Thenceforth, they lived out their days, smiting all enemies in protection of those in need. Thus ends the heroic story of Lupo, the wolf incarnate. May his soul live on.
Do I know what a beholder is?
Do I know what a beholder is?
What a great story, y'all.
Yes, it is very good. He is very powerful, clearly.
Clearly.
Like
Such a
what?
hero.
Do you? Do you
I
think-
mean, I'm inclined to think.
You tell me.
I broke the ribbon.
I know what
I'll take that. I'll take the ribbon.
Agar, you had the
That
same
was
question?
real, yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I think maybe I may have heard the word before.
I am familiar with at least reading from them.
I can't remember precisely where it must have been from, but the word sounds familiar. Beholder, to behold, to see, to
Yes, creature
Like
is one big
insight?
eyeball.
maybe in my notes back home I'll be able to find something, but nothing comes to mind immediately.
It is big eyeball with more eyeballs and has sharp teeth for mouth. That is whole body.
Sounds familiar.
Very dangerous creature.
I've
It is
never
quite impressive to kill.
never met one.
No, me neither.
Well, why do you think he wants these scrolls? Or doesn't want these scrolls? He wants to burn it. Why do you think things are happening?
I don't know Dreyfus, but this is a story that could give hope to some people. Perhaps he intends to decide how that is used.
Oh. So power?
Could be.
Most people seem to like power.
He might have been a bad guy that Lubo was fighting against, and then he wanted us to destroy it because he's embarrassed.
Oh, that could be it.
Let me see that real quick, please.
Okay.
I'll give it back.
It is fine.
I mean, we know it now.
So he slayed the one-eyed beast. He survived,
Yes.
and he gave to the town. I don't see anything here about a rival mate.
Well,
Now, if he never had a wife,
how did he have baby skeleton, you ask?
where was the child from?
You are very clever. I like this.
Maybe it wasn't his child.
Oh, that could be.
There were no other scrolls that had mention of Lupo?
None.
Right.
Perhaps it was not wife, but still child.
Felix.
Yeah.
I pull out the bracer that I got. Could you tell me what this does, mate?
I'll do my best. So we're playing with Arcana checks can do this, right?
If theoretically, yeah.
Okay.
I would like to assist him.
All right.
All right.
Oni is assisting you.
Beautiful. That will be 18.
18. Okay. So you take a moment to examine the bracer, and as he hands it over to you, it's made of very, very sturdy metal. The metal is sort of has a bluish tinge to it with silvery designs on the outside, and the designs are kind of Celtic in nature with lots of swirls and kind of geometric patterns. But the designs in the center sort of form the shape of a wolf. And as you begin to investigate these swirls, you notice that they're not meaningless swirls. They actually begin to resemble glyphs and symbols that you have seen before. And so you get the sense that this bracer has something to do with conjuration of some sort. That's it?
That's all we got.
Okay.
Well, I'm guessing that this gauntlet here is probably one of the armband here is probably the way that we got the wolf here last time.
The way that we got the wolf.
You mean like summoning wolf?
Yeah, I believe so.
The wolf came before we ever found the bracer, though.
That is true. You said fire.
He might be tied to it. I'll take the bracer back. I want to put it on. I take the bracer I have and put
Okay.
the new one on.
Do so.
All right.
It's not the most comfortable, but it'll fit.
Perhaps you should take some time to try to understand it a little more. Until then, Felix,
Yeah.
you are problematic, to say least. But
I've been called worse.
okay, I understand your necessity to speak with important people. I don't have that problem, but I understand it. If it is such concern to you, perhaps you should lead conversation with Dreyfus. I believe he lied to me, and I intend to confront him. However, if I have learned anything from past, confronting people about them lying to me before we acquire success of deal does not lead to success of deal. So, I would like to discuss why he lied to me. He sent you to attack, not attack, but to destroy Scroll. He sends us with opposite mission. He said there would be no expected danger, but he sent you. This is obvious danger. He lied to me. So, perhaps you should speak with him first.
Maybe he didn't think Felix was a threat.
But this one is. And Felix is threat. He has magic. Small man with magic reminds me of former master.
Do I
Well,
know who he's
alright.
talking about?
Yeah, he's brought it up in conversation
Kieran does not like him, but he is good man.
throughout your travels. Yeah. I'm assuming as you guys are having this conversation, you've pulled out some rations and have had, your breakfast and your canteen with water and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I can help with the truth problem.
I would appreciate that, yes.
No?
There's no need for all that. We've struck a deal, and now we'll go talk to him first, and then we'll see what he says. If we still think he's lying after that, then we'll force it out of him. But for the time being, I'd like to see how he works his way out of this one.
Very well then. So would you still prefer to take lead on conversation?
Yeah, should be fine.
Okay.
In 3 days, though.
Actually, I believe 4 days. We went to church and acquired scroll at night of 3rd day. So this day, we would have been going to church. In fact,
Alright.
maybe we still go.
I'm sorry to do it. Mike, Zach is trying to get a hold of you.
Okay.
And there's apparently an audio issue.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, y'all.
Oh, indeed.
Okay.
I cast silence. I am sorry.
I think it is opposite issue. Thaumaturgy.
Oh, it could be.
I can do that too.
I know that is
What
why
if I
said
do
so.
thaumaturgy in the silence area?
I don't need
Want to
thaumaturgy.
find out?
Yes,
I start casting silence as a ritual, but it's going to take 10 minutes
that
maybe.
is fine.
Maybe we'll fix it before then.
I will
Just-
sit down.
Oh,
tap
I
my
will.
phone.
I will fill up those 10 minutes with some wonderful speech and audio.
Oh god. Do you think there's anything in the basement worth foraging for?
There were various rooms, and I doubt that there were 3 statues protecting for mere scroll of story of man.
There was a chest. At least one.
Could be worth checking out if we have time.
Yes, I froze leak in wall. I don't know that that lasted, but at night temperature drops, so perhaps it is still fine.
True.
Okay, silence is in effect, and I start yelling with thaumaturgy.
But then we
You
can't
cast
hear it.
silence?
She did as a
And
ritual.
then yell.
And now she's trying to boom her voice with thaumaturgy.
See which one wins.
Yeah,
Did you hear anything?
Well, silence is a spell. Thaumaturgy is a
that's
cantrip.
my thought too.
So
Let us see.
silence would win.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do contested rolls. Your roll for thaumaturgy.
I
My
do
ro-
not think that is how it works.
No?
Oh, I should roll for thaumaturgy, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
How are you going to roll? Do you have the thaumaturgy?
I've got dwarven lungs, which are greater than any magic could possibly make sound.
I mean, like, well, thaumaturgy requires a vocal component anyway, so you wouldn't even be able to cast it.
Oh, silence wins.
Oh, it does? That makes
Yeah.
sense.
If it has vocal component, then yes. It is counted.
Where are you?
You are not very
We good?
organized.
Oni,
Just keep going.
you are
Silence
right.
is
I
a
am
very
not
good
organized at all.
anti-mage.
In a meta
ability.
sense, Oni was suggesting to Agär that he should try attuning to whatever that is.
No, I understand.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
No, I didn't get it. Don't worry.
Cool.
Did you fix the problem?
But I also wanted to make it
Pardon.
apparent to,
As far as okay.
to the
Right. So, do you want to find out what might be in the church that we may have left behind?
If it is still viable option, yes.
All right.
We may have to fight those constructs.
That is fine. We know what we are getting into. And I think we can make strategy.
Although
Yeah.
I chomped the head off that one, maybe he is dead.
That is true.
If he is dead, maybe they are all
And
dead.
it appeared that it was controlling the other two, so it should be fine.
Probably.
I put my armor on and start heading to the church.
Around what?
Armor on.
I put
Oh,
my
armor on. I heard armor around.
Okay. So you guys pack up your stuff and begin to exit the building. As you leave the building, you open the door and there's a blast of sunlight, and just beyond the sunlight itself, you see a semi-translucent and semi-corporeal wolf form that's just sitting there on its haunches, kind of almost swaying a little bit in the wind, its form kind of flickering and struggling to keep shape, colors rotating.
I want to see if I could use the bracer to kind of call him to me.
Okay. You take a moment to cast your mind out to the wolf. There's no response in return. The wolf looks you in the eyes and then just kind of yawns. Giant jaws opening up, tongue lolling out the side of its mouth.
How do I attune to this?
You wear it.
I wear it.
Mechanically, you spend, I think, 30 minutes trying to understand it, pretty
Okay.
much.
Well,
But there are
when
no
we...
rolls involved or anything.
All right, I'll see what's up. So
As you guys were having the breakfast and sort of you were fiddling with this object, you don't get the sense that this requires attunement.
oh, okay.
You also get the sense there's something you're not quite understanding about it, but
Doesn't require attunement.
But it's not
Yeah.
that.
you don't.
Okay. Well, I will continue fiddling with it as we progress throughout the day. All right, let's go check out the basement.
So you guys walk down the few steps, the steps creaking under the weight of the muscular dwarf and the 7-foot tall dragonborn with all his armor and weapons.
I'm impressed by the impression he leaves on the actual floor, because I'm like, oh, only I do that. Wow.
You make your way into the middle of the town, where there's sort of a lumpy, patchy area of grass with kind of like white stones sticking out of it, and then you continue onward to the church. The church, now that it's daylight, you begin to take in more features. What immediately strikes you is that there are a number of engravings. The whole town is made of wood, and across different parts of the town are these very specific engravings of a kind of a paw print and then a crescent shape.
Is it on the bracer?
Like a moon.
If you take a moment to examine it closely, you'll find it interwoven into one of the sort of the loop-de-loops
Okay.
type deal. You do find it in there.
Loop-de-loop
So-
is technical term.
You find it's a very precise D&D specific term. So you find these symbols across the town, but what you notice is that every single one of them has been clawed out, as if something was trying to erase it from the actual wood.
Is Lupo following us still?
And so as you guys make your way to the church, Lupo, or the wolf, gets up off its haunches and follows you guys at a sort of lazy distance, 20, 30 feet back.
So I'm assuming I didn't notice the scratched paws with the crescent moon.
It's pretty bright out, and it's kind of like, this is the symbol of the town, and so it's all over the place.
Okay, it's not like small and
No, like
Okay.
you get to the door, and there's like a big one right on the door of
Cool.
the church itself.
it's scratched out.
Yeah, and when you were entering, it was dark, and your attention was
Yeah.
elsewhere, and so you missed it. That time.
So I'll turn to Lupo and I'll ask him, Lupo, did you do scratch on crest?
The wolf walks up, pads, sits down right next to you, and then just sort of blinks.
We know he's Lupo, right? Like we
We're
figured
assuming
it out.
at this point.
Yeah.
You're assuming.
Okay.
I'm not going to stop referring to him as such.
Okay.
When we get to the church door, I want to put my tail in front of Agär and just kind of go. I open the door, I look to my left, and I cast Create Bonfire.
I laugh.
I go, Please, after you.
You think you're funny, Gecko Man, right?
No.
I go and I want to go to where the to the center of the church, or to where the altar was, where we got the staircase.
Actually, the staircase should still be there, right? Because we didn't fuck with the marbles after,
No, we didn't.
right?
So, okay.
Oh, whatever.
So you make your way into the church, and now you get a better view of what you had missed the night previously. So there are a number of pews dotting the rows, and right down the center of the church, there seems to be a very dark stain, almost.
In the center of the church.
Sort of the center pathway leading from the door to the center altar. And then that dark stain eventually ends where the portal to the underground portion begins.
Does it look like blood?
I
Not
did
fresh.
do this.
Not fresh.
Fresh. Very, very old blood that has just been soaked into the wood.
What do you suppose this match, this
Maybe.
blackness is?
Can I do a check to see if somebody was stabbed or wounded? Like if the blood is there a central origin point where it looked like someone was murdered? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't expect it.
Survival and then medicine.
I don't even know if this is blood.
21.
21.
Damn.
19?
Well, assume Agär tells me it's blood.
19.
You both begin to investigate. Agär gets down on one hand and starts kind of looking at the stain and then peering up, and then Riley, you're looking at the path itself. And then between the two of you, you surmise that somebody ran in bleeding profusely and then escaped to the underground portion.
Oh, you think that skeleton guy, this is his blood?
Could be. Could be.
That was Loop.
Must have been.
You think so?
I want to go down the stairs to the basement where I found the skeleton.
As he starts going, I put my hand on his shoulder. We should have strategy in case those things are alive again.
Right. My strategy is smash it with a fucking hammer.
That works, yes.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, so you make your
we
way.
worked that out before. I'll hold back and I'll cast shit, and he hits it, and that's how we win.
Oh,
I
that is our strategy.
He
it's
should go
working.
first. He tried to. Never mind. He didn't come down there last time though, and I don't know what the fuck he was doing.
Well, he told me he did. He was invisible though. He did nothing.
Oh.
Right.
Which is probably
I'm not a
worse.
fighter.
And we do have good strategy that way.
Yes, that is how we operate a lot sometimes.
Great.
Well, there we go. As we're walking up down the center aisle, I want to just walk alongside Lupo and just say, "Hey, mate, sorry about starting fires in your church. Didn't know that you were."
As soon, right, he cuts you off and takes a snap at you with his
Oh,
jaws
shit.
and just growls.
Shit,
And
shit.
its form actually, as it's growling, grows and multiplies in size. Like the vapor is kind of expanding and dissipating a little bit. He's losing his form as his fury grows.
I like Lupo.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to say I'm sorry. Relax. It's all
I
fine
don't-
now. We put the fire out.
I don't think he likes you.
Oh, I can tell.
And then
Agär,
And then-
we're on our way down.
I don't think they like you either, mate.
Lupo the wolf continues onward, and then comes to Oni and Agär's side, kind of walking between them.
Dope.
I hate to break it to you, but the wolf's out of the bag.
So
Assuming
you
we're
guys
bad, though.
make your way to the portal
Mhm,
where the marbles are still placed in their correct position,
mhm.
and it's a bit dark
Okay.
in there because there's the only light that was coming in was the ambient light,
Right.
and you hear dripping.
From downstairs. Okay, so
That is not.
the ice must have melted.
I'm inclined to think so.
Let's check it out.
The question is how much? Yes.
So I start going down. I guess
Okay.
I lead.
You lead down, and it's a spiral staircase that goes down about 20, 25 feet.
I
Or
would
so.
like to put my hand again on his shoulder. If you do not mind, I would like to send Yume.
Sure.
Your
And
bat can swim?
And I kind of give her a little caress on the head, and I go, okay, go see how much water is down there.
Okay.
And I'll send her.
So this albino bat, which had been resting on the top of Oni's head, sort of stands up and flutters off into the darkness. Give me a perception check.
Sweet. And the bat's stats +1, so 19.
19.
Blind
Okay.
sight has echolocation.
Okay. So Yume, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yume sort of dives in a flutter, and right at the last second, it reaches the bottom, it realizes that there's about 3 feet of water, and so it sort of pulls up, but then continues off into the rest of the underground passageway. It continues through there, seeing the familiar canine statues. It sees the two of them that were immobilized and frozen in place. The third one is a blur beneath the water, and there's just random kind of bits of debris and detritus floating around. There's also, occasionally like something that kind of looks like a piece of cloth or a rag or something, and a few other odds and ends floating around in the water.
Okay. I tell the group everything except for how much water there is, or like the impression of how much water there is.
Everything except that.
Yeah, like I tell them there is water, like it did break and there's definitely water, but I'm not going to tell them how much I think there is.
Okay.
How much water is there?
There is surface of water. It is sufficient to take up space.
I start going down.
How tall is Felix?
I am just under 3 feet.
I
2.9.
suggest, you know what, Felix, I like your plan a lot. You should follow Agär. I will follow behind you in case something pops up behind you.
All right. Well, how deep's the water?
I'll find out. I'll go down and I'm gonna walk into the water.
How tall are you?
I'm like 4 feet.
Yeah, so
4'7".
You should be fine.
he begins wading, and it just splashes up to his chest, his bandolier floating a bit.
Agär, we're friends, right?
Ask the gecko man. The dragon board's taller than me. I'm gonna continue
I
onward.
don't think you like me very much.
Ask me.
Whose fault
ask
is
me
that,
what?
mate?
Ask me what? I don't understand.
We'll leave
not
you to
swim?
it.
I think he wants a ride.
I'm gonna need a ride, or I can wait here.
I put my tail in front of him. I go, how long can you hold on?
Not very well.
Let us try it for now. If you fall, I catch you.
You can go on my shoulders.
I will grab him by the back of his clothing, I guess, and I'll just put him on my shoulder.
Wash the collar. Thank you.
After I put him there, I show him my hands. They're clearly claws with sharp ends. I go, I did my best.
Thank you.
And I look at Riley. Was this good joke?
That was a joke?
Okay. I start walking.
I kind of look down like,
So
I
what
liked
do I
it.
see?
I would have liked it if it didn't involve me. I mean,
Oh, okay. I will think of that next time.
So you guys make your way through the passage, and so it goes straight down, and then it goes this way. So as soon as you start taking 5-10 feet, it goes from dim light to pure darkness.
I cast light.
Okay?
Thank
So
you, Riley.
Riley takes a moment and casts light on the little sort of
Beads.
that are dangled in the two fun buns, immediately illuminating the room. And for a second, you didn't notice, or you didn't know because it was dark, but there were two canine statues that were right there, and so you cast light, and then your faces are just kind of right there in your face, and you startle for a second, but you continue onwards. as you move into it, you can hear kind of the dripping from various points, and there's debris and stuff floating around you, so you kind of push it out as you make your way. You make your way across the threshold into the room where it opens up, and there's a moment of hesitation as you see the two statues frozen in place. You walk up to it, but they don't seem to respond, so you continue onward, and you take a moment to look around the room with Riley's lights dancing and causing shadows to reflect and elongate along the walls. And so there's the room, and then there are 4 sub passages, like kind of very small sections.
I want to go to where I saw the chest the first time.
That was in the center room, right?
Right, it was
Yeah.
off to.
It was on the side of the
So
center room,
right.
I think.
The right as you walked in.
Right, the chest is still there. It's underwater,
Sure.
and it's there.
Piquito.
So you take it, you dive underneath for a second, lift it up,
I did.
You will be fine.
and what you notice
You have my horns to hold on to.
is
Don't
that
mind you. Sorry.
you dip under, and Felix gets wet like up until like the chest, and then you come back up, and actually you don't notice this because he's on your back, but the rest of you notice that it begins drying instantly.
Oh,
Mm,
it's hydrophobic.
cool.
It's pretty cool.
I have no concept of what's happening. I turn to Riley with the chest.
Maybe we should bring it upstairs.
I put it on my other shoulder.
I'm gonna look at the other room.
Okay, so there are 4
Yeah.
sub passages.
Yeah. So
You can
so
look
they
at
went to the bottom. As you walk in, they went immediately to the right.
Mhm.
I'm looking at the right forward one.
You take a moment to walk in, and there's just the top of something cresting over the water. There's some large object in here that is mostly underwater.
What is it made of?
Stone.
Cool. I want to see what it is.
Give me an investigation check.
Nat 20.
Nat
Wow.
20. So
Nice.
you take a moment to look at this. You actually submerge your head under water, and what you notice, or what you quickly discover, is that the item in the center of that room is a coffin. Specifically,
shit.
specifically a tomb.
Do I notice anything on the coffin that, like the symbol?
Like the symbols around it.
Yeah, like the symbol of the
The
paw.
crescent.
Yeah, the crest that we.
You do see the crescent paw. You do see that in there.
Okay.
You see a number of other symbols. Give me a religion check.
That's not very good.
We
I'm
lose
not
Chris?
proficient in that. Yeah, looks like we lost Chris.
8.
Am I still here audio wise?
Oh, yeah.
You are still here audio-wise, mate.
What was your
8.
8? So you don't really recognize what these
Yeah, I didn't think so.
symbols
Should
symbols.
or should I?
Yeah,
Okay. But the coffin is submerged.
mostly yes.
I'm gonna leave it be for a little bit, and I want to see what the other 2 things hold.
Do you tell us that you found that?
No.
I'm just going to take my head that's lit up and put it under the water and look all around.
Okay. In the same room as him?
Just in the center of the entire.
Oh, in the siren. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Give me a perception check.
Nice.
14.
14. There's nothing really that stands out in this center room.
The desk is still there, right?
There was not a desk down here.
That wasn't a desk.
That was
That's it.
upstairs.
That was upstairs.
There wasn't a desk with the scrolls?
No, it was a shelf.
That was a shelf.
Oh,
with scrolls,
okay.
yes.
The wall.
Gotcha. My bad. Then in that case, I'll follow where Agär had gone previously, assuming the real time of it is after I picked up the thing. He was already on his way. I'll
Yep.
just follow into that room.
Yep.
So you're carrying the chest with you currently?
On my shoulder, yeah.
Okay.
And me.
And him.
Yeah.
My little feet just dangling over his chest.
Are there more to pick up? I am out of shoulders.
Nah, just a coffin. Leave it, mate.
Coffin. Do you think this was for Lupo? Did we bury him in the wrong place?
Maybe, but I don't like disturbing coffins that are already in a tomb.
That is reasonable.
You don't want to open it?
No, this is disrespectful. It's
See,
not right.
no,
Next room.
your
then.
mistake was you went right. You should always go left. We should check out the left one.
I start going left.
Same.
Okay. You take a moment to investigate the other rooms, and you find very similar structures. Another set of tombs.
Hmm.
But the left one's a little bit better.
The engravings and the design and the work on them is slightly different across all of them.
Okay. When we showed up, did we recognize what this church might have been like a church to?
It was initially when you showed up, it was dark, so you didn't quite know.
Right.
But now that you've gotten familiar with the emblems that have been scattered around
Mhm.
town, you've looked through some of the scrolls and stuff. Give me a religion check.
I'll ask Riley as well. Actually, I want to. Oh wow. 22. I rolled a 19.
22. Nice.
Tony's good day.
Yeah.
Oni's bad mojo is
It was Friday the 13th,
balanced from last week.
and it's a better box.
So, so you actually do recognize the symbol,
Mm.
and it's to the god Kaleum.
Kalam. What do I know of Kalam?
It's associated with a number of different things, ranging between the sky and the moon, kind of celestial life, but also just very much nature in general.
I will ask.
Very loose associations with all those.
I will ask Riley. Do you know any of the traditions for burials for the people who follow God Kalim?
13.
It's a bit too specific for Riley to have knowledge of that.
Okay.
I do not really deal with the nature stuff.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it is fine.
I also didn't pay attention in school.
I know.
Sorry.
It is fine.
Agar,
I want to like do something with the bracer and like.
you're just shaking it. In
I'm
the
just like
air.
trying to like do something to see if something happens. Just,
Is your arm asleep?
I snap.
Are you uncomfortable?
I'm trying to see if I can summon Lupo. Lupo! Fly!
I don't
From-
think wolves fly.
From upstairs, you can hear a very distant and echoey whining, like.
I minor illusion coming out of his hand, like the ephemeral wolf head.
Okay. As this smoky form comes into the air. for a
Lupo!
second.
I get startled.
You are
Oh,
magic
wow.
now.
You made it!
It is amazing.
This is great!
That is going to be very useful for you.
I try to pat, like pet him, like pet the wolf head.
Oh, it's already
Right.
gone.
I don't think
Oh,
that ever
right.
worked. Like with actual Lupo. I don't think that actually touching him ever worked.
I hit him.
You went through him.
Yeah, but he whined.
True.
I did damage.
It's true.
Okay, I'm looking at. So the other two rooms have coffins.
All four.
All four have
All
coffins.
four.
Oh wait, but the chest isn't a coffin.
Correct.
You said all the coffins are different.
Slightly.
Can I go look at how they're different?
Okay.
Were the symbols similar to the symbols on the marbles upstairs?
You see those. You see the symbols on the marble, on the coffins as well. But each coffin contains all four symbols.
Hmm.
Okay. Riley, do you think that the people who follow Kalian would be upset if we open coffins?
No.
Okay, I will open a coffin.
Oh God.
That's so interesting. I always like. I mean, she's the religious one, so all right. But I would have imagined anybody would be pissed off.
Are the coffins
All
underwater?
right, we'll trust her.
Yes.
Hearing Felix, I just think that is my life.
So you take a moment to push it.
Agär, please help.
I flip my legs out around to the back of Ernie's shoulder, so I'm just like peeking over his shoulder.
If she says it's fine and she's the holy one, I'm gonna help you out.
Cool.
Okay. So you slip your claws right into the gap between the top and the bottom of the lid, and you begin to pull it back. And as you do so, there's this loud grinding, and then a rushing of water into the coffin. You pull it, and then you finally just push it all the way off, wrestling it off, throwing it, and there you see the skeletal form of a long dead person that begins to start to move and animate and come to life.
I smash it in the head with a hammer.
I scream.
Okay, go ahead.
With my giant maul, 19 to hit.
That'll do it.
Right in Ernie's ear hole. And just
Why are you
blank
smashing
belly
that
scream.
thing?
That's 8 and 5 is 13.
13. So the skeletal form begins to put its hands
Oh shit.
as if
Okay.
it's starting to claw to carry itself out of the coffin.
It was very different.
And as Oni is standing over it, right over his shoulder, this giant wall comes down and just shattering the head into an explosion of dust and shattered bone, so water splashes on your faces as decayed skeletal remains just get all over you, and the body goes limp.
I don't fuck with undead shit. Dead shit should stay dead. I put my maul back. No more disturbing the dead, god damn it.
I look at Riley again. Does he mean he does not fuck with them? What is the context? What does this fuck mean here?
I don't think he likes to put his penis in things that are not alive.
That too.
Okay.
I didn't expect movement.
Neither did I, or at least not more than water would make. I'm gonna examine the
Yeah, that was
inside.
weird. Somebody even screamed.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
21.
21.
Fuck you, Friday the 13th.
Okay. What you... It's very, very old and worn out and kind of decayed and decomposed clothing,
Mhm.
but you can tell that it must have been pretty fine clothing.
At some point.
You don't find too many odds and ends. You find basic kind
Any
of
distinct symbols on the clothing?
on the clothing. It's all a bit too dilapidated.
Too much to...
Yeah,
Okay,
it's too much decay over time.
okay. Water is not helping here. But if this one does not have any valuable items, I am imagining that the rest do not either.
Should we kill the rest of them?
No. Let them rest.
I don't think they are resting if they move when you open the box.
I agree. Actually, 1 second. I'd like to re-examine the coffin, edges to see if there's some kind of spell waiting to be triggered.
Give me an investigation check.
17.
17. So,
Oh, investigation. You said it, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then you're right. 14. Sorry. I thought he said Arcana for some reason.
Okay. So you begin to investigate the coffin, but there's nothing that strikes you about the coffin itself. But then you see the through the water a number of markings on the floor
Mm-hmm.
that seem to be being washed away by the water.
And I get the impression that those might have been glyphs or something like that. Runes, perhaps.
Right.
Okay. Okay, there is magical trap. Agär is right. They are resting.
Oh. Sorry.
It's fine.
It is fine.
We're fine. I say we
Everybody
open the
makes
chest
mistakes.
upstairs. What?
Everybody makes mistakes. It's all good. We can all be friends even when somebody messes up.
Right? See? I accidentally hit you with my hand axe. You hit me
Was not
back.
an
It's fine.
It was not accident. I do not know that you meant to hit me after you know me, but
Right. At
was
the
not
time, it
an
wasn't an accident. You're right.
it is fine.
Just an FYI, the chat's having trouble hearing us, so we'll project a little louder.
Okay, we shall speak up.
Oh man, sorry.
Very well. So then, yes, we will take chest upstairs to open, and I think I wanted to do something. I cannot remember what it was. Oh well.
Okay, so you grab the chest, you sling it over one shoulder. On your other shoulder, you got a halfling who's like dangling on, and now that you start moving, he climbs back up onto your shoulder. And then you make your way back up the stairs into the main church, and there's just mucky, disgusting water that's dripping off of you. Your clothes are soaked. You all smell pretty foul
Yeah.
at this point after just being in that water for such a brief time.
Yeah.
But do you want to investigate it inside the church, or you want to go outside into the air?
Inside.
Is the chest itself? What's it made of?
The chest is wood with like metal linings,
Okay.
and waiting at the top of the stairs is the
The
translucent form of the wolf.
Okay.
Let's go outside. You guys smell.
Okay.
That's
I
not
do.
news.
So we'll go outside
Yeah,
and
we'll go outside.
Felix,
check
do
on
you stay on his shoulders?
Yeah, why not? We're bonding.
As Oni
And I
continues,
don't smell bad.
as
Yeah.
it's true, as Oni continues onward, almost forgetting that this small, insignificant
Mhm.
piece of weight on his shoulders
Pretty much.
is there. He walks over, opens the door. You go outside, and you can feel the sun beating down on you, warming you up.
Mhm.
You throw the chest on the ground. Dust rises into the air. What do you do with it?
I take Antoinette and I break the lock.
Easy enough.
That does
Cool.
yes.
Breaks instantly.
Ah, thank you, Beauty. She's the one that got you.
What is it? Oh,
And
hold
you.
on.
And me!
Yes.
The rest of these were. So those coffins were all trapped. What are the odds this one is?
Hi. What are we going to do about it?
Well, I could take a look for traps.
Okay. I grab him again by
Check
the
the
back
traps.
and I put him down.
Thank you. Adjust my shit.
You are very welcome.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Good rolls, guys.
Yes.
Yay.
You take a moment to investigate it. You kind of take out your dagger. You start slipping it around through the edges, looking for little triggers or mechanisms. You also check it for arcane glyphs and wards. You're fairly confident that this is not trapped.
Cool.
All right. Let's go and flip it open.
All right, you flip it open, and immediately there are a number of different items that strike your eye. The first thing you notice is that there's a golden chalice that the light catches, and it's glimmering very brightly. There's a number of folded ceremonial robes in there. They're black with light blue trim. There's a couple of wolf masks, kind of crude wolf masks that people could with straps. There's a jar, and in that jar seems to be a small bone fragment, but as you kind of look at it closer, it's easy enough to tell that it's some sort of fang or tooth. And then there's a candle, an urn, and a couple of other various instruments, incense, and things of the sort.
I obviously grabbed the chalice first.
I would like to take the incense.
Okay.
If you do not mind,
We're
Oh, yours,
thinking
mate.
that-
I got all that one.
I'll take the incense.
These robes are quite beautiful, but not really my color.
Am I getting a cultish vibe from this thing?
They would probably
Feels like
use
it.
for the ceremonies.
Tell me.
For funerals.
That is very specific.
That's why I
How many
imagine.
masks are there?
3.
3 masks. Okay, never mind.
Are
That
they
is
all the
fine.
same?
I cannot wear mask.
Roughly. It's true. You could not.
Yeah.
It would be on your snout, like out here.
You should try.
Okay.
Does this chalice feel magical at all?
The rubber band snaps.
Sorry.
Does the chalice what?
Does this chalice feel magical in any way?
Give me an Arcana check.
I would like to assist.
Ugh, didn't help. That'll be 13.
13. There's nothing about the chalice that seems magical itself,
Okay.
but
Well, we got something to sell.
but you're not quite certain.
I'm Felix. May I see chalice?
All right.
I'd like to examine the bottom
I
of
have to
it.
like reach up on my tippy toes, and he has to like bend over.
Yeah.
Okay, you hand over the chalice.
I look at the bottom of it. Is there an not embroidered, like a fanciful A on it?
There's not.
Is there anything on it? I give it back. Riley.
Bonnie.
Yes. Could you please lend me the chalice we found from bandits?
Say Brazier?
No. Chalice. We brought Brazil. That was not from bandits.
Oh yeah. Here.
I grab it and I show it to Felix and Agär. Do you recognize this symbol?
What do we see?
You see a chalice with it's made of gold, and there are a couple very small gems encrusted into it. But Agär, what stands out to you is a very ornate A that you know stands for the symbol
Toji.
of the Itoji family.
All right. Right. Oh, that looks like it was stolen from the Itoji family, the fifth family in charge of the Baytons.
You think stolen?
Well, if bandits tried to steal it from you and you found it among their loot, that looks like something pretty important.
They had it when they came to attack us in middle of night. They tried to kill me and they tried to take this one.
Well, I'm sure they'll be grateful for it to be returned.
Either that or it is evidence that they hired bandits to get in way of Baza family business. I give it to Riley again.
That was super smart.
Thank you.
I can't imagine that something looking that it looks like a quality chalice, right?
Very much so.
Yeah, I can't imagine that some lowlifes will have something that valuable from the Itoji.
I am inclined to agree. It is probable as it is payment.
The
It is
bandits
gold
that attacked us, they were from the Itoji family too, right?
The people who
No.
attacked you.
No, the ones who attacked us, they had the Baza symbol on a locket.
Dreyfus, what did he say to you? What family was he working for? Did he tell you?
The Baza.
This is interesting. Why would people from Baza family attack you if you are working for Baza?
The scroll did have the locket did have the Baza symbol, right?
The locket from
For the bandits that attacked us.
no, it was all Itoji.
Oh, it was a Toji.
It was a Toji.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
of it. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
okay. I'm
All of
sorry.
it.
My mistake.
All of it was
Okay,
Itoji.
so then yes, Chris.
Whoopsie.
Good.
Okay, so a Toji family attacks two parties who are doing business for Baza family. Felix, did when you were being attacked, did they try to attack you or did they try to grab you?
Well, they never really got near me.
Oh, you did good job then.
You should
Oh.
learn.
Well, he
Yes.
woke me up.
I'm a good caster.
Oh, right.
I'm a good caster, and I can be invisible when the time requires.
Oh, you were hiding again. Okay,
Now,
Well, I held them in place while he beat on them.
basically.
that is familiar.
Now, that being said, when we interrogated them, I asked him if he was working for the Itoji, now that I remember, and he's told me he wasn't.
Was he lying?
He must have been.
Well, if he only would have said it, it would have been fine. But no, he wasn't lying. I checked it.
Oh.
With what?
I rolled a really high perception check.
Damn it, Marco.
You mean
I rolled really high on insight. I rolled really high on insight.
okay?
There's
When
a tingling feeling in the back of Agär's neck that the sharpness and the edge of his axe was probably enough to get the truth out of these.
Right, mate. I know
individuals.
instincts. He was in no place to lie.
That's exactly right. Well, I tell you something. When you have your dead comrade at your feet, your unconscious one and yourself tied to a tree, that's a bit of a way to persuade somebody, to be honest with you. They put the fear of a dwarf in them, which is worse than the fear of God.
That's what he meant to say.
Ours just ran away.
Well, one did. We left two
Well, I was trying
corpses
to
at
run away.
below 3 so that we could indicate to others this is not place to attack.
This is a dangerous tree.
Yes, it is very dangerous.
That
tree.
is what we said.
Yes.
Well,
Okay. What would you guys like to do?
Let us go back to the Baytons.
Yes, we have
Yeah.
mission with time limit.
let's do it.
So
Do you have horses?
No, I tried.
We did not.
as the memory of the red-skinned tiefling in armor or in leather comes back to Agär,
Yeah.
and the memory immediately puts a sour face
Oh.
on him.
She gives me the weirdest boners.
What? The
Yeah.
horse?
No, my mentor.
What
Crimson CT, Crimson Talon. She works for the family, for the Yintor family. She's teaching me about nature and about fauna and flora in these areas.
You really have to be clear with your antecedents, man.
You'll probably meet her when we get back. Anyway,
I
I
moved
think-
down to. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
no,
you.
you're good. Go ahead.
I moved down to Riley. What is boner?
Oh, I think Agär should explain that to you, and I blush and walk away.
Did I hear that?
Sure.
I go into graphic detail. See, a boner is when you get physically excited down, in your nether regions. See, I'm not sure how Dragon Balls reproduce that way, but in general, just when you get a rather engorged reproductive.
Oh my
organ
god.
from physical excitement.
Oh, she arouses you sexually.
Oh god.
Oh, I can see how you thought that might have been horses.
Oni, I think I just learned a lot about you, and I'm not sure that I want to remember it.
What do you mean? He
Don't-
said about horses.
Don't
and
worry
then he
about
talked
it,
about
mate.
boners.
Don't. No, we're fine. We're fine. It's a mammal thing. Don't worry. Let's just. Well, let's just go to the Baytons.
So you pack up. Do you take everything that's in the chest, or do you leave some of it?
I leave it all. I'm.
I
I'm
throw all of
jealous.
it in my pack, and I throw all of the scrolls from the house in my pack.
Do you have a bag of holding or something?
I squish it all down because it's all paper and
The scrolls are getting kind of crumpled in her back.
Okay.
It's pretty much at capacity.
as he said, I am not that organized.
She
Fair.
is not.
Felix, did you say something?
I have the chalice.
Yeah,
He
that's
does.
true.
He does.
The only valuable thing.
Okay. So you guys,
I'm checking my bracer.
you take the belongings. Agär is just kind of habitually fiddling with it, almost out of habit. He keeps fiddling it with it. He looks at the wolf, fiddles with it, looks at the wolf. The wolf kind of yawns and like walks in a circle and kind of looks very impatient.
Is he following us?
Almost. He's been following you so far. So, you pack up your stuff. You make your way through the middle of town, taking one last look at the abandoned town of Solonaktu. And then, you make your way into the brush that had obscured and hidden this small, tiny town. As Agär takes a moment before he leaves.
Are there any signs in common about the name of the town?
But signs in common?
Written in common about the names of the town.
Or any of the languages that we would all understand.
There are no signs. There are symbols and emblems.
But no signs.
Correct.
Okay.
No text. No words.
Right. Okay.
It's a very
That's
small
small,
town. There's like 5 or 6 buildings on the left and then 5 or 6 on the right.
And that's
that
it.
Felix?
No.
So as we're walking away, I want to float the idea that the Atoji family is at the bottom of the top 5 families. So it would make sense that the Atoji family would want to muck with the other families' affairs under the radar, so they might be able to ascend the ranks and get out of their lower level position, even though they are in the top 5, but they are number 5 in the top 5. So it makes sense for them to muck with everybody else.
What if the Atoji family wanted the scroll and Zendraifus didn't want the Atoji family to have the scroll, so then he hired both teams and he didn't care what happened?
Well, if we got to pick sides here, I'm going to go with the Baza family.
Either way, then, that is form number 2 of how he knows that the scroll exists. If Atoji family gets it, he knows. If we get it, he knows. If you get it, he knows.
True.
So you guys are having this conversation as you've left the town and started pushing through the brush and the forest. Is there anything last thing you want to do, Agär, before you
Are
leave?
there any other significant buildings aside from the church in Solonaktu?
That seems to be the...
It's not the town.
No, he's from Solonaktu, but
That's not where we were. We don't know where we were.
that's
Oh.
true.
Okay, then never mind.
The day of Sun Night.
Okay. So you continue through the forest having this discussion, pondering and musing about the political complexities of the Baytons, making conjectures and hypotheses as to what family might be doing what. And over time, you learn that Agär helps to fill in the gaps a little bit, and Agär gives you he fleshes out the sort of the 5 family dynamic of the Baytons, but Agar's fairly fresh to the Baytons. He's only been there a couple months, so there are still a number of details that remain spotty. You guys traveled through the forest most of the day until you make it to the singular road that you'd taken to get there. Find the road, and you start moving westward towards the Baytons.
Okay.
Cool.
I'd like to pose question to group. Not Riley. If
I don't eat boners.
okay, I pose other question to group. If I am making promise with someone, and then they tell me that specific gesture is promise, but my words are I do not make this promise. But I am told that specific gesture means I am making promise. Have I made promise?
Was that gesture signing your name?
What?
Was that gesture signing your name on a contract?
No, that is fine. I make that promise.
All right then. Everything else can fuck off.
That is not helpful.
Probably. I mean. No.
Okay.
Only you can't listen to them. We just met them.
But it is thought process. I don't think that knowing people matters.
It doesn't matter. Let's go.
Okay. You guys continue
I continue pondering.
as you have this conversation.
I tangent about contracts and the beauty of contracts and how it lays out everything and how you can't go back on your word because your name is there written and you know very clearly that they have promised this and it can be proven that they promised it.
What if somebody forges your signature?
What if someone
That's why
puts
you need a
fake
unique
name?
signature.
You guys have this conversation going over the intricacies and the possibilities of contracts as night begins to fall.
Are we still in the woods or are we in the prairie area?
You're walking along the gravel pathway, the gravel road leading back to the Baytons, and there's heavy forest to the left, heavy forest to the right. What do you want to do? Do you want?
Are there any caves?
No. You don't even have to roll for that one.
Okay.
There are 0 caves.
No caves. Good to know.
I could really use a nap, guys. I'm pretty tired.
You should make camp.
He's got a point of exhaustion.
Oh. Yeah, but we do not know that.
You seem a little sluggish, little bags under the eyes, but His mouth seems to hide it well.
Okay. We like to make camp in tree again.
I don't care. The tree did not help last time.
It did. It is because of tree that we knew that people were coming.
That is true.
I'm not gonna camp in a tree.
Okay.
Is there a tree around?
There's
many.
forest
We're
to
in
the
the forest.
right, forest to the left, and you're on a road. There
Oh,
are
I saw-
lots of trees.
I thought we were in the prairie.
No,
Not yet, not yet. That's about the halfway point.
Oh,
Rough,
Right.
sort of.
Let's look for tree.
Let's find a place to camp out.
we camp.
We look for a tree.
Okay. Do you go? Describe to me where next to the road, along the edge.
I think
you're
it's
going
close
into
to the
trees?
road.
About
20 feet back from the road. No?
50 feet.
50? Fine.
50.
Sure, 50 feet in from the road.
So Riley finds a spot and says, "How's this?" And then Agär keeps trudging on through the woods
I rolled 13 for finding a good tree.
for finding a good tree.
Yeah.
Sure. You've got a number to select from, and it's a buyer's market.
This is good tree. It will not drop me.
I whispered to Riley, just like, I thought it was a good spot too.
Are you lying to me?
No, never.
Is he lying to me?
Are you lying to her?
I mean, not intentionally. It was a fine spot.
I know,
don't
right?
know
That
if
tree
it
was
makes-
perfect. What are these people talking about? Jesus.
I will
Just
get
trying to
on
be
the
friendly.
tree.
So, okay.
I cast snare under it.
Okay. You take a moment
Do
to
you tell
cast
Agär?
snare.
I tell everyone.
Okay.
I'm trying to clean my armor.
Okay. There's a very very small kind of clearing. You're able to like move some bushes out of the way, and you begin to make camp. What's the order of watches?
I'll take first.
I do not care.
I will take second watch.
Are we
I'm
watching alone?
unconscious.
Yes.
Felix?
I guess just wake me up for the last one.
I will wake him up for the last one.
And I pass out immediately.
You pass out. Do you guys start a fire?
No.
No,
I want to be up in the tree.
So you're
I put him on the tree.
you have some
Thank you.
assistance from the Dragonborn.
As I climb
Like-
up, I go, at least you understand value of sleeping in tree as opposed to floor.
Yes, I love it. And I'm gonna just wrap my little arms around the tree, around the tree branch, and just fall asleep.
That was fast.
At this point, the sun is set and darkness has taken over the sky. There's a bit of moonlight, but it seems to be largely obscured by the clouds that are moving in. Agär, you can tell from experience that you're expecting a rainfall tonight.
Great.
About an hour-
Tonight?
Yeah, it's gonna rain
Nice.
tonight. After about an hour of your watch, what are you doing during your watch?
Inspecting the bracer, tuning to it. Also cleaning my armor, making sure I don't stink as I used to. But also, if I know that it's gonna rain, shit, I didn't buy anything for the rain.
What's wrong with rain?
I guess I'm trying to collect a little bit of what kind of trees are they? Big leaves, small leaves, pines. What we got?
Small leaves.
Small leaves. Yeah. Okay. Now then, I'm just gonna making a bed of leaves on the ground to insulate from the cold forest floor.
It's pretty hot and humid in this part of the Baytons.
Okay. Well, yeah. No, then I'm just gonna chill and keep an eye out, cleaning my armor, and attuning to my bracer.
You keep trying to mentally connect with this bracer, but there's nothing on the other end to connect with.
I try to lightly howl at it.
As you howl at the bracer, the wolf who's padding next to you kind of like does this, cleans its snout, and then like intentionally looks in the other direction.
I think that's the equivalent of face palming.
Oi, oi, Lupo. Do you mind keeping an eye out? Do you sleep at all? Right. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, that's what I do my watch.
Okay.
And I
After
come back
about
and
an
do-
hour of fiddling with your armor, fiddling with the leaves, fiddling with the wolf, you hear crunching
Oh,
in the leaves approaching
from which direction?
from kind of perpendicular to the road.
Perpendicular.
Sorry, parallel with the road.
Parallel with the road. Okay, so where the road came from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to take. Well, my armor's like there, but do I hear that?
You hear a bit of a grunt.
Okay. I'm looking in the direction, and I'm pulling out a hand axe. I'm pulling out Antoinette.
Okay. And after about a moment or two of peering into the woods, suddenly you see coming through this large silhouette moving towards you, and the branches and the bushes kind of move out of the way as it's moving towards you.
How large is
And
it?
then your eyes begin to adjust and focus in on it, and you begin to see the features of a snout, and then fur, and then a large face with ears as a bear just starts approaching you, kind of moving its way. And as soon as the bear sees that you saw it, it gives like a bit of a roar. Like, and
Whoa.
it kind of goes aggressively
Whoa,
towards
no.
you.
Whoa, no.
It's still approaching.
I'm gonna make myself as big as I can.
Dwarf problems, y'all.
And I'm just gonna try to be like, get out of here, like move away,
As you
go away.
Please,
As you
could
stand
please-
up.
please leave?
as you stand up and try and puff yourself up to make you as large, make yourself appear as large as you can, the bear, which was walking on 4 legs, pops up into a stance, and then there's a branch right to its side. It just goes and just slams. It breaks in half. This loud cracking sound splintering across the forest kind of startles you guys in your sleep a little bit.
Do we wake
Is this-
up?
I mean, are you a light sleeper?
I don't know.
Felix is for sure.
You decide if you wake up.
I'm not.
Nope.
I think I'll check. Yep, I'll wake up.
I take the hand out. I take Antoinette and I slam it into the tree.
Uh-huh.
All right, mate. If you really want to do this, oi, we got company. And I grab my maul and I charge the bear.
Okay.
I'll use my last spell slot, Distant Whisper level 2.
Dissonant Whisper on the bear?
Yeah. It's my very last spell slot.
Okay.
Mommy.
Okay.
Mm.
What kind of
I forgot the
wisdom?
Belgian trap.
Yeah, wisdom
Could be
save.
slight.
Let's
I
just go
think.
back to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, wisdom save.
That's a natural 1.
All right. So that's 3, 5, 1, and a 3. So it's 6, 9, and yeah. Okay, so 10 damage.
10 damage to the bear as from out of nowhere, it feels this psychic assault taking place in its mind, and it turns. It starts to back away, kind of clawing a little bit at its head to get the psychic sound out of there.
Attack of opportunity.
Was that?
Attack of opportunity for a guard.
They weren't in melee.
No, we were,
Oh.
They were not in melee.
we were pretty far away.
That's
I whisper shout down to Agär, stop pissing off the animals.
He came to me. I tried to get him to leave.
There is a trap you can lure him to.
Yes, it is true.
Aren't you guys asleep?
No, you
No, you
bang
woke us
on the
up.
tree
I
to
did
wake
bang on
us
the
up.
tree.
Tree.
Yeah,
Right. I'll keep an eye out better.
it is fine.
I go back to where I was and I'll just continue to do.
Let me know if you need my assistance.
Will do.
I pass out within seconds.
Okay.
I'm impressed again.
That is it. He's not coming back.
I'll keep an eye out. I'll let you know.
Did I realize it's raining?
Is it
It
raining
hasn't
yet?
started yet.
I realize it's going to.
Yes.
I drape. I have a blanket and vestments and these wolf cloaks. I just start draping them over the tree branches 4 feet above us. like makeshift umbrella.
Okay,
Makeshift
Oh,
car.
thank you.
Okay.
Actually, I'm asleep. Never mind.
you do that.
Not over Felix.
I take Antoinette back.
No, I'm just kidding. It's
Oh,
over
it's
Felix.
there.
It
Take
doesn't
it.
matter, he has hydrophobic clothing.
That's true.
Gar, the rest of your watch passes without incident.
Cool.
Who's next?
It is me.
Oni, you spend a couple hours. What do you do during that time?
I cannot see in darkness. So, for 2 hours, I am looking through eyes of Yume, my albino fruit blood. And I will have Yume fly around. I get feeling like I am flying. It feels good. I sit on tree, just there, not really doing much, looking around. I would be actually. While this is happening, I am cleaning shield as well.
Okay.
I'm not really seeing progress, but I am cleaning it
Sure.
and looking through Bat's eyes, waiting to see if any incident occurs.
After about an hour, a soft drizzle begins to fall. Um,
I enjoy it very much.
it's very hot during the day. It's not quite as hot during the evening, but it's still relatively.
That is fine. Where I
Relatively
come from,
stifling.
there isn't much rain. I very much like rain.
Trouble. I said
Oh,
trouble.
close.
Would you say sub-tropical?
Towards the end of your watch, you hear rustling,
Mm.
and this time the rustling is coming from every direction.
All around.
It's omnidirectional.
I give a once over with the bat, with Yume.
Okay, perception check.
Disadvantage. Yay! 19.
19. Your bat flutters around, pinpoint location, taking it all in, and you quickly realize that there are a dozen bears closing in on you
A
guys.
dozen.
Bears.
Fuck me.
Fuck is this?
All closing in a circle.
Everyone, wake up. We have bears. A lot. 12.
Shit. Guys, I'm more useless than usual right now. I'm spent.
It is fine.
At this point, you can audibly hear the leaves crunching and the branches breaking. It's very clear that this troop of bears is not trying to be stealthy.
I am
Anymore.
climbing the tree.
You're climbing the tree.
I
Climbing the tree.
put my
Okay.
arm down for Riley if she wants to come up.
I'm already on the tree.
There you are.
Oh, you had climbed it?
Yeah,
I
she
didn't
was sleeping.
realize.
I was the only one on the ground.
I did not realize.
So everyone has climbed the trees.
Then I will assist Agär if he wants.
Oh yeah, I'll take the help.
Take the assistance, you climb up.
Guys, you know bears can climb, right?
Yes, but they will encounter trap first. It is under us.
After about a minute, the bears, all their snouts all begin to appear uniformly, breaking into your clearing. They approach.
I take out my pan flute and just play a relaxing melody.
I want to stop him before he plays anything. Maybe they haven't seen us yet, so.
It's
Are you suggesting that 12 bears just decided to congregate right here?
It's been a while. Maybe they think we may have moved on.
Alright, you're the nature guy.
Trying to be.
as you're having this conversation, the bears all funnel in to be seen into this very small clearing, and to the point where some of them they can't all fit in this very small space. So some of them they're kind of staggered a bit, front and back.
Do these look like normal bears?
As far as you know, yeah. They
I
look like
have not
normal
seen
bears.
many bears.
It's dark.
Yes.
Bears don't normally just congregate. This is fucking weird.
After a moment, one of the bears stands up on its hind legs, looking up at this tree filled with a dragonborn, a human, a dwarf, and a halfling. And its form begins to shimmer for a second.
It's not a normal bear.
And
Told you.
the form of the bear is replaced with this humanoid figure, pale-skinned, wearing furs and loincloth, kind of like teeth on a necklace and bones that rattle around his wrists. He stands there imposing, a very muscular figure. Looks up at you. You have been warned. Leave our forest.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, can we just stay the night? We'll leave in the morning.
You can camp out by the road that you made.
Ah, fucking
The
Christ.
forest is ours.
All right, you know that's fair enough. Thank you for your generosity. Let's go.
You guys start climbing down.
Yeah, I'll start.
No,
I
are
do.
there trees close by that we can just jump to get out?
Tarzan.
You can try and squirrel your way to another tree.
Try and squirrel my way to another tree to get to the road.
Athletics.
Can I do acrobatics?
This is more about
3.
3. The damp, the branches and the leaves have become a bit damp. So you lunge out, you grab one, but you strip it of all its leaves, and you
Feather fall.
You begin to fall, and then mid-flight, Oni reacts, casting Featherfall. As Riley then slowly drifts to the floor with her back, and then softly lands to the floor.
Thank you.
Bear person.
And he steps aside, and the bears next to him step aside, and they form a path
Okay, I'll start getting down.
this way. Now,
Yes, of course. As we go, please tell me. What is it that made you this way? What are you exactly?
I am one with nature.
Like druids?
I suppose that is the common word for us.
Hmm.
But I am not one to chat.
Okay.
What are your names?
He does not want to talk with us.
No, like your group. Do you have a group name?
He gestures out.
We start walking.
Right.
Our names are our own.
Well, thank you kindly.
Okay, me too. Bye. I just start walking toward the road.
I walk. I follow.
Okay.
I go.
You guys make your way towards the road. It's
I'm
very
a
kind of
little scared.
uncomfortable.
I want to try to. Was it Oni? Do you mind?
Oh, okay. I will kind of like climb up to a little area of the tree and put my hand out to grab him.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I want to ride on him. I don't like bears.
They are not bears, they are people. But
So
I suppose they are also
You
bears.
put your arm out to him, and he walks across your forearm onto your shoulder,
You do not weigh much.
and
Thank
you
you.
guys begin to push your way out of the clearing.
Before I leave the hallway, I warn the bear dude. There is snare trap below tree. Beware. I'll like literally point it out to him.
Okay.
It will go away in 6 hours. Have good night.
He just gives you a stern look as the bones are kind of rattling as he shifts in his place. You guys push past the bears kind of uncomfortably. You can feel kind of their fur as you make the way through the opening that they had allowed for you guys, and you guys make your way all the way out to the forest.
Okay, so now we are on the road.
You guys,
What?
No, nothing.
and at this point, it still is very slightly drizzling, and Agär, as you push your way out and make your way to the road, the wolf apparates. It looks back.
Sorry, mate. I'm not picking a fight with a bear person. Oh, wait.
They put claws.
They're the ones who put the claws.
Yes.
Okay, mate. I'm charging back to the bears.
I try to stop him if I can. I gotta wait, please.
Grapple checks.
God, please. I'm exhausted. I can't do this shit anymore.
24.
21.
21. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna let him stop me. I'm gonna be like, ugh.
So you just this anger and ire wells up within you. You turn around, you start running. Oni's claws try to grab you by the shoulder. You rip him off. The bit of a flesh wound opening up, and you make your way towards the forest. You push past the first branch into it, and then something clicks in your mind,
I cast command and yell stop.
and you begin to hesitate.
No, that's not. He's,
Oh,
he's gonna stop.
Damn it.
You begin to
Um,
hesitate, and you look back at your party.
There was a fucking child in the arms of a dead person.
Yes.
This is not acceptable.
Why do you think the bears put him there?
That is a bit of assumption.
That's a huge assumption.
Because the claw marks.
Probably from bears.
Can I recall and see if I can like probably make the connection, make the dot?
Survival check or nature, your choice.
I'll take survival for now. Fuck. 8.
It's your best guess, but it is a guess.
Yeah, fair enough. Has
The
to
bones were really old. These bears are not old. Like, how do we know that they are from the same era? Maybe they scratched the marks like
be.
centuries later.
It is possible. Although Lupo does not
Right.
seem to
What
like
if we just go and ask him?
That is true. Lupo does not like.
I'm going to ask him. I'm going.
You're going.
You're walking.
I'm
into
walking
this-
in.
Wait, listen. We are not at best position at moment. Yes,
Right?
we know where they will be in morning.
No.
We
Say,
don't know where they will be
yeah.
tonight. We can assume that they have left this place already.
What are you going to do? There are 12 of them.
More importantly, this is not our job. We can go back. We can deal with this later. Let's finish one job first, then we'll come back here to the sun.
That's exactly what I was gonna look at the wolf.
Yeah, he doesn't like me. I've accepted it. I tried to apologize. He snapped at me. So, fucking whatever.
Right.
Form is
Lupo.
flickering.
Did they kill child?
Yeah, that's a yeah.
Hmm.
1 crowd for yes, 2 for no.
Okay. That settles it.
Well, here's this thing. There are 12 of them and 4 of us. 3.5 if you count this one.
I'm barely fulfilling the half right now.
I've got an idea.
What?
Let's go.
No!
Oh,
I go inward.
I cast command and yell stop.
Okay.
Was that a wisdom save?
Yeah. He
damn it.
succeeds.
Yeah,
He got a 19.
that's crazy.
21.
As Riley reaches out to try and magically manipulate Agär, but Agar's fury just pushes past the
Really
spell,
strong with this one.
and he
Oh,
pushes
okay.
into the forest.
Alright.
Hmm.
Oi! Bear cunt! Where you at?
You make your way back to the clearing,
Sorry.
and you don't see the bears. But after your voice rings out into emptiness, a few of them start piling back in.
Where's the leader?
One of them pulls into the clearing, stands up, coming back to its humanoid form.
Same dude.
Same dude.
Got a question for you, mate.
I didn't go with him.
I
did I?
told you to leave.
Right, the town is back there. Did you do that?
I did not.
Who did?
It's none of your concern.
Insight? I wanna see if he's lying.
He's the bear lying to me.
Does it count outside of the box?
Reroll it.
That is 9.
9. There's a lot of tension in the air as bears have started to funnel
Right.
back in. They're moving aggressively towards you.
I
They're
will.
closing in.
I show him the bracer. Does this look familiar?
Can't say I've seen it.
Is Lupo with me?
He's by your side. Hair raised on his back. Tense. He's not making any sounds, but he's there.
Does this look familiar?
I move up.
I point at the wolf.
Never seen one before. Will you be leaving, or will I be carrying your bones to the road? Decide, dwarf man.
Tell me, bear. Are all these like you?
Do you want to find out?
Yes. What do you...
I'll stand up on his shoulders and say, all right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I think we've gathered a lot of great information here. Don't worry about them. Let's take a few steps back. Let's head back to the road. Thank you for your kindness and letting us pass by.
We can come back in
The
more.
leader starts moving aggressively towards Agär. Do you move towards or away from him?
I'm standing my ground.
You're standing your ground.
I'm not moving.
Okay. All right, Agär. He moves closer.
Damn it.
Closer.
God, I wish I had spells.
Closer. He's about 10 feet from you. And he lifts his hands up. He snaps his fingers. And as he does so, a just cloud of fog appears, emanating from him in a giant radius, obscuring your vision as you feel yourself being attacked from every which way by a number of different bears.
Okay.
Holy shit.
As 4 bears spring on you.
Alright.
Okay. That's a 18 to hit,
One of them hits.
23 to hit,
Hits.
a 9,
Nope.
and an 18.
Yes.
Cutting
Okay.
was the last one.
Cunning word's the last one?
Yep.
Do you need to visually see it? There's a fog cloud.
Let's go with no for now. Or sorry, yes for now, so it doesn't work.
Okay. How many hits did you take? 3. Okay. You suffer 24 points of damage.
-3.
For each.
For, yes,
No,
minus,
total. Total.
Okay, so -9.
so -9. So 24 minus 9 is 15.
Right. As you feel these jaws close in, one on each of your arms, one on your leg. The other one tries to go for your other leg, but you kick it off. It's your round. What do you do?
Alright.
Do I hear this from where I was in the road?
Did you? I assume you came in like halfway into the forest.
No, I'm staying by the road.
I'm heading back out. I'm gonna go back out.
Okay.
I'm running back.
Okay, you're gonna take 3 attacks of opportunity.
Fine.
You can use your action to disengage.
Actually, 4 attacks because there are 4 bears.
Actually, yeah, I'll use my action to disengage.
Then you'll get half movement
Okay, half movement for disengaging?
because that's your action.
You know.
So you can't dash.
Right, I can't dash.
There you go.
So, but I can move my 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do
So
that.
you're gonna disengage.
Yeah, I'll
So
disengage.
you take a moment, elbows flying, your knees come up, you catch a few bear snouts, and you rush blindly through the fog. After you sort of come to pause, you're about halfway towards the road. You can hear
Oh,
as the
fucking
4
Christ.
bears
Come
come.
to pause. Get it? Pause.
They come in. That's a 16.
What is with these rolls? Meets it.
Beats it.
Mm-hmm.
A 20,
Yeah.
a 21,
Yep.
and an 11.
God damn.
15. Oh, no, the last one doesn't hit. So,
3.
So you take three attacks again.
yeah, so that's 3 points. 15 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take another 15 points. As you feel claws swiping at your back, you can feel part of your leather and your clothes being ripped away as blood begins to streak down the back.
Oh.
It's running now with the water. It's dripping. You're not in a happy place right now. You're also blinded as you run through the fog. Trees and branches are whipping you in the face. You've got ivy in places you don't wish wouldn't be. What do you do?
Second wind as my bonus action.
Okay.
6 plus my
Fighter
fighter level, so that's 11 points. And disengage and run again.
Disengage and run again.
Do I
Yep.
gather that he's running away?
You can see Agär pushing through the trees, and he's coming in. There's been a bunch of aggressive noises, growls and roars.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear Agär kind of
Okay.
muscling the pain
I will start dashing. Well, not dashing. I'll start running out.
towards to meet
Yeah.
towards
like-
Agär.
No, I was with
Oh,
him.
you were with him. Okay.
Yeah,
So
with me.
I mean, so yeah, I guess running towards Agär. So I'll start running out. And I'm gonna cast Create Bonfire right behind him. So as to distract the bears.
You guys are running through fog.
How wide is the fog?
Yeah, how wide
It's
is
a
this
30-foot range.
I think it's a 30-foot radius. I
Yeah.
believe.
So then
It's pretty big.
I should be
You
out of
should
it
be out
within
of
this
it by
turn.
now, yeah. And I can run 30 feet.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'll run the 30 feet and then cast it when I see them. And I'll cast it kind of like behind Agär a little bit.
Okay. So Agar's running through the bushes. He pops out of the fog cloud, and then right as he pops out, just a moment later, there's a form of 4 bears charging out as you lift your hand and flames come up right in front of the bears. The bears sort of stumble back for a second, but they begin to move around it.
Okay, I thought that
They're still coming at me?
Yeah.
I thought
Fine,
that they'd
fuck
be
it. I'm charging
distracted.
one.
You're charging a bear?
Yeah, I'm
Do I
charging a
see
bear.
this finally or hear this?
Yeah.
I run in and cast Calm Emotions.
Okay.
What kind of saving throw is it? Charisma?
Yeah.
Charisma saving throw?
Charisma saving throw.
Yeah.
No, actually.
I fail.
Pretty sure it
Yes,
is.
it is. Sorry.
On the bears or on Agär?
Everyone in the area.
Everyone
Within
in a 20-foot radius sphere.
Fails. Fails.
I rolled a 2
12.
18.
plus 1.
Okay. 3 of them fail. What's your DC?
13.
13. Okay, so 3 of them fail. 1 of them succeeds.
Great.
Cool.
Are you done?
So the 3 bears, they stand up, a bit taken aback by the fire, and 3 of them kind of lock eyes with the fire, not understanding where it came from in this instant, while the 4th one shakes its head, pushes through, and runs around, and it's running towards Agär.
If you touch him, the rest will come after you again.
Agär, what do you do? Do you engage? Do you run?
I'm gonna hold my action, and if I see that he's gonna attack me, I'm gonna attack him.
It is time to go, my friend.
The bear is aggressively charging in your direction.
I'm using my I'm running away with them, or just
Okay.
running down the thing, and I'm using my action surge to use the speed. Actually, no, I don't need to disengage. I'm using my action to go. I don't need to use my action surge.
So you run your full distance.
Yep.
Oni, you do the same.
Mhm.
You make your way to the road, and the bears, they begin to slow pace. They come to the side of the road, and then after a moment, you can see the fog kind of dissipate into the wind, and then you see the silhouettes push through of 4 more bears, 3 more, and then 1 walking.
They're coming to the road.
They're walking right to the edge
Mm.
of the forest line.
Cool. I'm gonna leave my fire there.
Let that be a lesson.
That was a great lesson.
No, it was not.
Stay out of the trees.
There were no instructions.
And he turns around.
Oh, there was the instruction.
begins
I'm
to
going
walk
to-
away.
I hold onto it, and I really want to throw it, but
I'm going to hold command. If this one moves, I'm going to cast stop.
I'm not going to do anything.
The
I sheath Antoinette.
the humanoid leader turns around, walks away, his figure disappearing beyond the brush.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it like that.
Then the other bears, slowly, one by one, begin pulling back.
We will seek opportune time to come back.
I look at Lubo. Deal with it, mate. And I ignore him and keep walking.
Okay.
We
Guys,
shall make camp on.
And I do the thing to him. I do like
as you try to flick your dwarven mind, not quite comprehending the way this magical amulet works, just refusing to connect with you.
whatever.
As you guys push your way,
onto road and make camp.
you walk another hour or 2, and then make camp.
I'm pissed off, so I'm setting a fire and I'm eating some of my jerky, some of the dry meat rations.
As you guys do so, Felix, anything?
I was gonna say, Agär, you want me to try give that a shot, see if I can figure anything out with it?
Better than me. I take it off and I hand it to him.
Didn't we do that earlier?
I mean, you both like
Oh,
are
I
kind of
checked it.
I gave him
I'll
advantage.
try to attune to it.
Oh.
But this isn't something that you can attune to, apparently.
Yeah.
Right.
Something
Right.
that you can't assume to.
No,
Oh,
I think it
yeah.
just doesn't have the faculty of attunement.
Right. I'll try to cast it. Summon with it.
Okay, you take a moment. Just give me an Arcana check.
Oh, halfling luck. Oh, much better. 18.
18. Okay, this time, having taken a second look at it, a number of things begin to come to mind as...
Thank you.
There's a brief moment of understanding as Agär takes a moment to ponder the amulet, and we're going to go to break right now. So
Cool.
we're going to take a few minutes to relax, sort out some things, and then we'll be right back in a few minutes. So don't go away.
Bathroom stuff.
That's what I was trying to say without saying it.
Heh.
All right, we'll see you in a bit.
Bye.
It's a very Oni moment.
Yes.
All right. Welcome back. So, our story started with our 4 characters exploring the town, Solonaktu. They tried to retrace their steps,
That's a town.
He had said earlier, which is why I said
going
it.
down into the lower portion of the catacombs, and discovering very quickly that the catacombs were flooded with water. They got what they could get out of there, but then they left. The vapor-like form of the wolf following behind them. After a days of travel, they camped out in the woods, where they were approached by a number of bears that aggressively postured and basically threatened to do something if they didn't leave.
More than threatened, mate.
There was a bit of indecision on the part of one dwarf, but in the end, he was able to suppress his fighter's instincts. And so we find the group camped along the road, sitting on gravel, digging into their ass as they uncomfortably shift on the side of the road, preparing for a long night's rest.
Preparing for a long night's rest.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you guys are just about to...
So it's still my shift.
Yeah.
Okay.
I cast Cure Wounds at level 3 on Agär.
Thank you.
Yeah, I guess he did take a lot of damage.
He did indeed. But we're about to take a long rest, so I'm not going to roll it.
Okay.
Assume the average.
You put your hand on the dwarf that's just mumbling in anger, and there's just a flash of white light that extends from your forearm onto his shoulder, going down, and his wounds begin to sort of seal up a little
15
bit.
hit points.
Thank you, lass. Back.
You're welcome, lad.
You guys make conversation discussing the events that had just transpired.
If they were all druids, that would come very bad for us.
I think our maximum bear ratio should be 2. 2 bears to 1 of us.
I think we
For
can take on
future
more bears.
reference.
Well, if they are just bears, I think we can take them, no problem.
You encourage bad behavior.
I don't think those were just bears. That would have been very bad.
Well, I'd like to just avoid fighting bears in general. Seems the smarter route.
I
Yes,
am with the small one.
that, oh yes, that one. Right.
Good night.
Yeah, I'm just gonna think Riley and go to bed.
Okay.
Yes, I will continue my watch and continue to fly through Yume.
Yume flies around, doesn't really notice much. Occasionally, she gets glimpses of the bear forms off in the trees in the distance.
While this is happening, I'm sitting cross-legged with my tail just kind of...
Its tail softly padding along the road.
Mhm.
Every once in a while, his tail will hit a small puddle.
That makes me very happy.
As this long snout dragonborn begins to smile, although you guys are asleep. And in the darkness, this very eerie image of a
This-
smiling dragonborn.
I do not have lips, so Dragonborn smile is here.
It's a very fierce smile.
This is happy. Dragon smiles are great. Yeah, if it's still raining, I'm extra happy.
Okay. So you guys go through your watches. The rest of the night is uneventful. You wake up the next morning. You actually don't wake up at dawn like you normally would because you want to get the benefits of a full night's rest. So you push into the day by just a couple hours. And you wake up the next morning.
Hey.
We will have to go at a bit faster pace. We are losing time.
Is my sleep restless? Full of nightmares?
It is not.
Oh, good.
The cacophony of voices that had assaulted you from the previous night's rest is replaced by a very pleasant silence in your dreams. In fact, you don't remember your dreams. Your sleep was welcoming. It was very empty, and you were happy about it.
Nothing but deep sleep up
Wonderful.
in here. Fuck REM. Oh, sorry.
Bubbly.
Yep.
Just wake up, good morning, everyone.
Felix wakes up. The bags are gone from under his eyes.
Привет.
Little chip in his step.
You are not normally mean in the morning?
Nah, you caught me on a rough day. Caught me working, that's work, Felix. You don't want to hang out with him. He's no fun.
Drink Felix is better.
It was bad day
I
for
like
me
to buy
too.
drinks for people. And I'd like to buy you some drinks as well whenever we get to town. First round's on me.
I pull out my flask. He bought me this. I'm gonna take a swig. Don't judge.
Does it look nice?
It's very nice.
Uh,
It's Wilbur's flask.
it's Wilbur's personal flask.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Wilbur.
parted with
Did
it.
you guys meet Wilbur?
No, I do not know who this is.
Makes the best things. I'll take you there.
Okay.
Lovely bartender, yes.
Well, we did not go to bar. We get off boat, go to speak with Dreyfus coincidentally, and then we leave town.
This guy does not like to have fun.
I think I was having fun. I went to buy stuff for ritual, which brings Yume, and it is fun. I don't.
I'll show him the right way to have fun.
Yeah,
There
let's
is
go
no-
redefine fun for this boy.
Alright.
I am open to experience, but I don't understand what is. Let's go.
Okay. You guys have this conversation as you're eating your rations and preparing for the next day's march. You continue for the rest of the day. There's not much travel along the road. In fact, you guys are the only ones heading westward towards the Baytons. Every once in a while, you'll pass by someone making their way eastward. But generally speaking, the day is pretty quiet and uneventful.
This is prairie area, yes.
Close. Close.
Okay.
You're starting to see familiar landmarks from where the landscape transitions from forest to softly dotted trees to pure prairie. But
Okay.
you know the prairie is a day's away.
Okay. We continue, I suppose.
You continue for the day.
Yes. What we have no business here. I mean, I suppose there are bears, but I am not sure that this is a good idea yet. We have time limit on mission. We
Yes.
need to pick up pace. That is turn, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Pick up pace.
All right.
I'm very
You
proud
guys-
of myself.
I'll play some chipper forest music in the background on my pan flute.
You guys continue with a smiling dragonborn, a fiercely smiling dragonborn, and a chipper Felix, who's feeling awfully musical today. You continue for the day. Night begins to fall. You're right near the edge, to the point where off in the distance you can see where the forest ends, and it opens up to prairie.
This is a big place.
What would you like to do?
Go. We're just going to the
Just going-
Baytons.
going to the
Yeah.
Baytons.
You're gonna travel through the night?
Oh, right, it's falling.
It's
Right.
night.
My
Nightfall.
bad.
Never mind.
No, I'll make a campfire off to the side of the road and take the first watch again.
As I see him starting to do campfire, I just cast create bonfire right next to it.
Oh,
I go, you can just let me know. It is no problem.
thanks, mate.
Are there any sticks?
Sure, you can find a few sticks.
I
Sure.
try to make a tent with all the cloth I have.
Cloth you have. Alright, just give me either dex or intelligence depending on how you want to do it.
Just a straight dex or intelligence roll?
Yeah, ability check.
14.
14. You make a shoddy a shoddy tent. It's basically just a stick that's upright with like cloth coming off the side of it. You can fit under there.
Can I help her?
Would you like to assist?
Yeah.
Roll again.
14.
14. She's not working with the best materials, Agär. You
Thank you for trying.
It's an Eeyore house.
Yeah, it is an Eeyore house. That's exactly
I
right.
heard a whorehouse. I was very confused.
Where?
So Winnie the Pooh.
You gotta roll higher for
It's
that.
back in the Baytons.
Okay, so we'll go through the same cycle of watch.
Go through the same cycle of
Mhm.
watch. Your travel during the day was pretty damp because it was not a heavy rainfall, but it was a continuous
Yeah.
rainfall. Now the road itself hasn't soaked up the rain, but once you get into the grass and the trees and the leaves, and
Yeah.
it's slightly damp. A lot of the heat's done a good job of eliminating most of it, but it's still a little bit wet.
I love rain.
Okay. You guys begin your sleep watches. Who's taking second watch? Oni.
Through the bat.
Through the bat.
Yeah. Always through Yume.
As you're sitting in this meditative state, your vision flying through the bat, off in the distance, you see a giant eruption of fire.
Towards the Baytons?
Yes,
Shit.
westward. Just a giant.
Fucking Felix.
Okay. Fuck.
And it's so far away that you don't quite hear it. So there's this eerie kind of, you see it, but you don't
Shit.
hear it.
Shit. Did I
Shit
wake
is
anyone
right.
up? Why would I wake anyone up? It's so far away. I don't think I'm gonna wake anyone up. I'm gonna make a note of it in my journal.
Dear diary, today it looks like the world is ending.
It's more of a scholastic journal, but okay. Sure, fuck it.
Okay.
I make note of as much detail as I can. Red, fiery.
Just a giant ball of fire.
Have I seen anything like this before?
I take it you probably have.
Okay.
You recognize that as,
Fireball spell.
yes.
Okay.
A fireball spell at this distance.
They're 30-foot radius, not diameter, radius. So they're pretty fucking big.
Yeah.
What do you do? Tsume flying above. The fireball fading back out of sight.
How many days away are we from Bayton's?
About a day at this point. It's to be clear, it's not. You don't suspect the Baytons have just blown up.
Okay, that's
That's
kinda
not
I
what
was-
you suspect. You
Okay.
suspect something down the road.
It's just in the direction of the base.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
not the city.
That
I
is-
did not just blow up this city. I spent ungodly numbers of hours detailing.
Okay.
Or did I?
Well,
But no, it's
That
So
is
it's,
not what I
it's
anticipated.
fairly close to us. That's
Yeah.
what you're trying to
It's
convey.
Okay.
200
Then-
feet away from you.
oh shit. I send Yume 100 feet out.
Okay.
See if I can get a better look.
Okay, perception check.
Wow, I rolled a 2 and a 3. So 4.
The distance, the distance is far too great
Okay.
for Ume's echolocation. So you just
As I bring her back, I'll
You
come
don't really
back to myself, and I go, fuck. Everyone,
second fireball.
Second fireball.
everyone,
Plus.
wake up now!
And
There is
as-
magic. Fire!
As Oni wakes you up, you all wake up to this dark sky, aflame, almost as if the sun had temporarily blinked into existence and out of existence, as this wave of light washes over you as Oni is waking you up. What do you do?
I run towards the fireball. Let's go. Let's fuck up. Wait. What's going on?
There is fireballs being cast. It is magic spell. Very powerful spell.
I'm familiar with it.
I am not sure that we will
We should hide.
be in danger of it, but
We should hide.
Where?
we are still in forest.
No, we're prairies.
Is there anywhere to hide?
We're on our way to prairies. We're nearly at the prairies.
No.
Right, you're on the edge.
Right, we're like at the cusp.
There's a,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
like the trees are dwindling off, to the point where it's not like a forest, but there's still trees.
Okay. Gotcha.
I grab my blanket.
Okay.
Very powerful magic.
You do
over
so.
there. I am-
In great frustration, I like pack up my sleep sack and just like, God damn it! Every night, just something new. Just fucking... And I'll walk over towards Agär.
Do we
Okay.
investigate? Riley says we should hide. I don't know.
Let's find. All right. So, let's find a place where we could probably observe what's going on, but not come out into sight.
We should
Okay.
hide. Yeah.
Yes. Let's move up as much as possible to cusp while still finding cover of trees. That is plan?
Plan. Yep.
Okay, we go
Okay.
there.
Stealth checks from everybody.
We
Got it.
shouldn't go near the trees.
Advantage.
Same.
Same.
A natural 20, and then disadvantage. What, stealth?
Yeah, stealth checks.
12.
7.
12.
28.
Is he stealthy enough for the rest of us?
You'll find out.
I guess so.
So you guys approach, picking up the most valuable of your stuff. You're picking up your weapons, your armor, and you're moving in. You make your way closer and closer to the point where you can see that there are a number of trees. So it's not a full thick forest, but there are a number of trees that are dotted, and some of them have caught a light fire and they are burning from the fireball. Just a couple of trees that are burning. In the middle of the road, you see the large silhouette of what you take to be a caravan at this distance. You can't see any details, but you see a caravan, and you get to the point where you can hear commotion. There's like metal on metal. There's people yelling. There's just a commotion going on.
I run into action.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and help the caravan that's being attacked. I'm assuming the caravan's being attacked.
Okay.
I'm going to send Yume with Agär, or like not with him, but
Yeah.
around
Parallel
him.
with them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. And I'm going to peer through.
Fuck's sake.
Okay. So at this, okay, Agär, you run
take
forward and
I draw my maul, by the way.
draw your maul.
Running with my maul.
So you're breaking stealth.
And the 6 maidens. Yep.
How
You're
far
breaking
away
stealth.
are
I'm breaking
people?
stealth.
In order to maintain stealth, I would say they're about 100 feet away.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, that's perfect for me.
So, Gar, you rush in to the point. How close do you want to get, or do you want to get right into it?
I don't want to get right into it. I want to kind of see what's going on and see if I can tell if there's like who the aggressors are and who the
Defenders.
Okay.
who the victims are.
So, you make your way right to the edge of
I would
the
like to do the
battlefield, and what you see are a number of individuals, some of which you can tell. Give me a perception check, actually.
Me too.
Nat 20!
Through Emmy. Yeah. Through Umi. That's 20. Nice.
Also natural 20.
Nice.
Sorry.
So, both of you notice.
Twinsies.
Eh.
Anyway, both of you notice that there are 2 knights there, and they seem to be wearing the official armor of the Baytons. And then there are 3 bandits.
Shit.
There are 2 bodies on the floor. One appears to be a knight. One appears to be just a traveler, a bandit of sorts.
Yeah.
And then, because you rolled fucking natural 20s, within the caravan, you see 2 figures sitting there complacently as the trees around them
They're just chilling.
are on fire. The top of their wagon has a tarp that's caught flame, and the flames are beginning to sort of lick down, and there are embers just falling in front of their faces. And there are these 2 figures, hooded, just staring off into space.
They're on a spell. I run and I want to pull them out.
This whole time, I'm expressing to those around me, i.e. Riley and Felix, what I'm seeing.
Okay, so Agär, you're charging in from this direction.
Battle map mode.
I run after him.
Okay, let's all roll initiative at this
Reluctantly.
point. Agär, you're going to be first in initiative because
Oh, okay, cool.
you're the aggressor at this point.
Nice.
Not great.
It's
want to
the
try
rest
to
of
like
you.
dash between trees to try to keep myself hidden.
So you're trying to hide?
Yeah.
How far
I'm, like,
away?
Between trees and approach.
How far away?
I'm only gonna cross like 1 tree into the tree line.
How far away from the action do you want to be? Like,
If I can go to the there's some trees on the other side, but I'm hoping that there are more trees that just aren't drawn.
correct.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I want to hide behind trees, and I'll step even like 25 closer.
25 closer.
Can you turn
Yeah,
the
so
screen for
I
us?
will line up with Agär if I can, but try to be hidden.
Agär had some movement on you, actually, so I'm going to put you back a little bit because he engaged first. Okay,
Alright.
so Agär is first in initiative, and then going up 20 to 25. 15 to 20.
19.
19.
I also said I was running after a guard. I don't know how far away I am.
I'll put you near him.
I'll start heading up too. Got full dash.
I'll put you in parallel.
Is it still like there's fire around us, right? So it's not
these trees have caught fire,
Okay.
and then there's another one over here,
So
and then the caravan is on fire.
So at the very least, it's dim light.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
So
it's
I
dim
don't
light.
need to look through you.
Okay. Which one of you got the higher initiative?
No, we tied actually.
Oh,
I
Higher
have
dex.
+1.
I've had 2 decks, so
Okay.
7 for both of us.
With Riley going first.
Okay, so what you see is one bandit. This bandit over here, you can see he's got this gnarly gash on his neck, and he's just bleeding profusely as this guard is he's sort of moving in aggressively as this bandit is trying to just wrestle him off, and he spends his turn wrestling that other knight, preventing him from moving forward. As we go to Agär, your move. What do you do?
I want to run and dash to the caravan and pull them out.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
25.
Dash.
35, 40, 45,
50.
That's as
That's-
far as you can get.
That's as far as I can get. Who am I next to?
You're next to a person in sort of just regular traveler's clothing, button-up shirt, but he's bleeding profusely from the neck right here.
Shit.
Yeah, I'll just hold there and wait until my next turn to finish my movement.
Okay, as we go to this knight over here, he's wearing a helmet on him, but out of the helmet there's this big red tuft of a beard that's coming out, and he's gonna take an attack against this guy right here. So that's gonna miss, and a second attack, 15, That'll hit. So that guy takes.
I'm real nervous about those fireballs.
Takes 8 points. Oh, sorry. Yeah,
That's my
that points of damage. Okay, as we go to Felix, as this knight with the red tucked beard takes 2 swipes at the guy, who takes him right across the chest as he stumbles back, tripping actually over the dead body of this other guy over here. So he trips. Okay, Felix, what's your move?
25 forward.
So 5 forward.
25.
25.
Yeah, 25
Yep.
is 5 hexagons. Sorry.
It's 2 guards, a traveler, and 1 bandit, right?
Two guards and 3 what will look to be bandits.
Oh, 3. Okay, shit. All right.
Riley, you're on deck.
Dissonant Whisper, the one that just knocked the guard over.
Dissonant Whisper, the one.
The guard didn't get knocked over. The bandit got knocked over.
So the guard
Oh.
knocked over the bandit.
Okay. Then I will Dissonant Whisper another bandit.
Okay, this one is on his feet over here.
Sure. Oh, I thought that was the merchant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yes, I will Dissonant Whisper him.
Okay, go for it.
Wisdom save.
That's gonna fail. That's an 11.
All right, that's 13 damage, psychic, and he's got to use his. He has to move or run away.
Woo.
In the opposite direction of Felix.
Opposite direction of Felix.
Yeah.
And so he's right now he's distracted by this. He's trying to wrestle this knight that is clearly trying to get past him. And then this dwarf just comes running past him. He looks very confused, and then out of nowhere he gets psychically assaulted. He's gonna run
Drifts to the lens.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and the knight's gonna take an attack of opportunity on him.
Was the guy in melee as well?
Gar, you can as well if you like.
Sure.
Actually, was.
Yeah,
I was.
it's great.
19.
Nice.
That'll hit.
15.
15 points of damage. Yep.
Okay.
Alright, you guys take 2 swipes at him, almost in unison, the knight across his back, and then what did you use, your maul?
Yep.
Okay, you hit him right in the chest, so he gets hit twice as he tries to disengage and run away from you guys. He's looking really rough. He's hobbling away at this point. He's just trying to stay upright. As we go to
Riley was on
other
deck.
knight, this guy.
Oh, it was not Riley?
It was this guy and then Riley.
Okay.
Real quick, bonus action, Inspire Agär. There's no need to rage. They're safe in a cage. Just go hit shit with a hammer, and then we'll get them out of the slammer.
Decent.
Okay, this guy's gonna go. He's gonna climb in. He's gonna grab one of the individuals, put him on his shoulder.
This is the guard?
Yeah.
Oh, is the cage not like closed or locked?
It's a caravan, it's not a cage.
Oh,
They're
shit.
just sitting on chairs.
Yeah, I was wondering why you said
Okay.
cage.
I don't know why I assumed it was a cage.
And then that's it. He's gonna grab one of these individuals, just sling him over his shoulder, and that's it. Riley, you're on deck.
Can I run closer? 30 feet?
Sure.
Do I get... Can I try to figure out who casts Fireball?
That would be your action.
That's fine.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
18. No, 19.
18.
19.
19. You notice that there's an individual off in the corner over here, a bandit, who has a bow and arrow in one hand and a wand in the other. And he's kind of looking at the field, trying to assess it. He's doing some sort of mental calculation, and he's just going back and forth. That's your action? Bonus?
As my bonus, can I yell, get the guy with the bow?
Sure.
Okay, will do.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of a free action, so if you actually want to do a bonus.
Oh, get the guy with the bow! And
Okay.
I don't have anything else.
Spiritual one.
Oh! No, I'm not gonna use that.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. As we go to this guy, right here, who's going to stand up after having been attacked. He looks down, sees his fallen comrade, picks him up, kind of scoops his arms underneath his armpits, and begins to drag the guy away. That's their movement right there, and that's his turn. And you can see this bearded individual, button-up shirt, leathers, weapons at his side, and he's just crying profusely as this grown man is just in tears as he's just pulling this guy out of the fray. So we go to Oni. What's your move?
I will action dash to the person that Riley pointed out.
Wait,
And
isn't the other person?
This guy.
That's the one with the bow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I will Ray of Frost him.
I assume he's within range.
It looks like it from here.
What's the range?
The range of Ray of Frost is like 60 feet.
Oh yeah.
How can you do 2 actions?
Yes.
Action surge.
Okay. Okay.
Natural 20.
Damn.
Natural 20. Nice.
What my 2d8?
Do you extend your hand, your shield?
Okay, so let's see, what's the flare I'm using for this? For Ray of Frost, I will. Yeah, I guess I'll just extend my hand out. I'll from the shield. I think that's what I had done.
From the shield.
Yeah, I will summon my shield. It apparates from behind me to my arm, and I'll slam it and just sort of toss it in Ray of Frost from there.
Okay, and so the flaming trees are contrasted by this just sheer cone of coldness that bursts out of his shield and hits the guy with the he's a hooded figure. He's got a very tight hood, kind of masking his features. He takes
Am I doubling this because
double the die.
Okay, so that is 16 points of cold damage.
16 points of cold damage.
Yeah, I rolled a 7 and a 1.
Nice. And I assume that is it.
That is all I can do. Well, actually, since this is my action surge, I still have some movement, so I'll move up to him.
Okay.
It's a whole new turn.
30.
30 feet.
You're right up in his business.
Cool, I summoned my sword.
Okay.
My
and so
empty scabbard.
now that you get
nothing changes.
a closer look at him, there are these very piercing eyes that look beyond the hooded figure.
Cool.
And he's just grimacing. He's looking. He's very panicked.
Mm-hmm. If I can move actually like one closer to the bottom of that. No, other way. Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
Sure. Okay. As we go to this guy over here, he's bleeding from the neck. He's bleeding from the back as Agär and the other knight had attacked him. What is he going to do? He's going to help this guy drag his ally. Okay. They're both pulling it, so they're moving 30 feet. And then he's going to yell to the other one, "It's not worth it! Abandon! Abandon!" As we go to Agär.
Right. I'm gonna action dash to them.
Oh.
I see that the knight's taking care of the people in the cart. Is that 25?
Over here is 25.
Then I won't action dash. I'll do the 25, and I'm gonna throw Antoinette to the one that's
Bleeding from the neck.
yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Actually, no. Whichever one looks healthier.
The other one, the bearded one that's crying.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack him.
The crying bearded man. He's crying profusely.
19.
That'll hit. Roll some damage for me.
I get to reroll ones. That's 8 plus 5 is 13 points of damage, and I'm going to throw Elizabeth.
As these two axes come out, and he flings them both, one with each hand.
16.
16 will hit.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
been rolling
Yeah,
one
I messed
d6.
up. Sorry.
Actually, that'll be the total damage then. What you
Yeah, so that'll be the total damage. The other one I rolled.
So what was total?
Whatever I gave you the first time.
13.
He was
13.
rolling 2d6 when he was supposed to
Yeah.
roll 1d6.
Yeah, I'm used to you doing
Okay.
them all.
Don't you add your modifier to the
He
second
did.
one?
I did.
Okay, so
Oh wait, no, I do add my modifier to the second one, so another 5.
Is that not what you did earlier?
that's fine.
I only added 1 5.
That's fine.
Oh,
So,
then yeah.
You pull out your axes, one in each hand, and you let them go. They spin through the air. They catch the bearded individual. One right in the chest, the other one right in the hip. He's in a tough bind. See, he looks.
And I want to say, stop fucking moving. Else the next one will land on your face.
Okay. This knight over here is going to walk up. He walks up to the body of the other knight, who's face down in the gravel road. He puts his foot up on the guy, rolls him over. Always knew you were pathetic. Spits on him, grabs his blade, and then starts charging.
Oh man, these guys are shitty. Yeah, they kind of are. Yeah. About his fallen comrade.
Okay, that's as far as he can get. So he's just charging into combat. Felix, you're up. Riley, start to prepare.
Is a bandit or a guard that's on the cart?
That's a guard.
A guard, okay. He's just gonna action dash up to the cart.
Okay.
Does that break stall?
Already broke it.
It would, yeah.
Oh, okay.
All the way up. That's 45.
Yeah, if I can. Alright, and I'll ask the guard, like, what's going on here?
The guard has this person right over his back, and he turns to see you. The fuck are you doing here? Who are you?
I'm helping you.
Helping?
Yes. You don't notice how they started cowering as soon as we arrived.
Well then get out of the way. And he like kind of starts to kick at you as he moves with this.
These guys are assholes.
Yeah, they kind of are.
Dick. It's a human on his back, right?
Yeah. So as you look closer, the knight, the knight's in a tough spot himself. He's wearing no helmet, and the side of his face has just been burnt by the fireball, and it's just singed, and it's kind of like melting and gross. The top of the caravan is still on fire. Flames are flicking down. The integrity of the caravan is beginning to like it's beginning. You can tell it's going to give soon. And the person on his back is just gray-skinned, wearing a gray cloak. Arms are dangling kind of placidly. And he's just going with it.
Person that was in the caravan.
Okay, Riley. What do you do?
Fucking confused.
Same.
I'm gonna go up to the knight on the ground and cast Spare the Dying.
This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is.
So you lay your hand on his chest, close your eyes, reach out to your god, and
Hey knight, nothing's turning out the way you planned. Please come back to life. Did it work?
you see the guard, whose body had gone limp, begin to, his chest slowly rises.
Oh, it worked!
That's an action.
Okay?
And as my bonus action, I will healing word him at first level
Oh, that's a bummer.
with 4 points of healing.
Yeah.
4 points of healing. Nice. Okay. We're gonna go to the bearded bandit, who he's going to pull the axe out of his hip, pulls it out, and then he rushes this knight. He just goes, "This is for Darren!" And he takes a swipe at the.
Why are you shitting on Darren?
And he's bleeding. He's taking a lot of damage. His hip is fucked up, and he stumbles, and he just comes down. The knight just casually leans out of the way as the guy stumbles forward as the knight draws his sword
These are shameful, man.
with his other one, spins them around. Oni, it's your turn.
Cool. shocking grasp the guy in front of me.
Okay.
Is he in the initiative order? He hasn't gone yet.
Yeah, he hasn't.
That's true. He hasn't. I don't think. Well, you did say he was surveying the area. I don't know if that's like holding his action for something.
Yeah. No. I mean, he's coming up.
Okay.
12.
12. Shocking grasp misses. In his panic state, he just backs up a couple of steps as your spell fizzles out before you can make contact with him.
That is my turn. As I am not 5th level yet.
He's gonna take a step back.
I get an opportunity attack.
You do? Go ahead. Go for it.
Sword time. Natural 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that is plus damage is 3, so 6 points of slashing damage.
6 points of slashing damage. Nice. Okay. You can see this hooded figure steps back. He looks over to his left, sees his comrades. One of them's carrying the body of the other. The other one goes in to attack the other knight, yelling out Darren. And he goes for Darren. And he casts Fireball.
On me? Oh shit.
No, like,
Oh, like on the whole area.
yeah.
Okay.
How many fuck fireballs this motherfucker
It's
have?
one fireballs. Probably has 5.
Oh, it's a wand, yeah.
I want
Actually-
that one.
Actually, he's casting it on you.
On me, yeah, okay. That makes sense.
On Oni? Jesus.
Yeah, basically
I'm
right
gonna
in front-
roar.
basically right in front of himself. So I need a dex save from Oni and Felix.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh my
I haven't taken my feet yet. I want to take Resilient.
24.
Oh, that must be nice.
Yeah. Rolling really well.
What did you take when you got to 4th level?
Probably ability
Okay,
score
so
improvements.
if you failed, you suffered 34 points of damage.
That would have killed me.
It nearly
And
killed
you
me.
take half if you succeeded, as this giant
good.
fireball erupts to the point where this part of the caravan starts to collapse in on itself, and the person that's sitting there, the fireball.
I cast Absorb Elements.
Okay.
Actually, no, I can't. I used my reaction already. We're good.
Okay.
Bummer.
As the caravan begins to collapse in on itself, and this individual just kind of like rocks with it as the caravan goes to one side. And then we go up to the bleeding bandit who took a swipe in Darren's name. He's gonna take another swipe. Misses again. He's just all that blood loss has been accumulating. His shirt is just soaked. He's beginning to just stumble wildly. Agär.
Alright, I'm going to run to the caravan and just
Okay.
like grab the person and toss them out. Like
Okay.
just like pull the person and yank him out.
Just throw.
And I'm gonna run back to the group that I was with a second ago. Do I have time? Do I have space?
Not really.
No.
Well, you can end up where he was before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my action surge and go to the person on the other end, though not the person who's crying, but the other one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna smack him with my hammer.
So the one that's bleeding from the neck.
Yep.
Okay.
I said stop fucking moving. 20, unnatural.
Okay.
And that is 14 points of damage.
Woo.
I said stop fucking moving.
So your maul comes down right before the two blades of the knight, because he had prepared himself. So you've been waiting down. So he starts to bring him down, but your hammer comes right through, knocking him. You can hear the neck
Ooh.
twist in an ungodly manner, and he just falls limp.
Anyone else moves, you'll be fucking next. I've warned you twice now.
The knight with the helmet and the red tuft beard turns to you. Nice fucking job. Whose side are you on anyway?
Anybody who's not here to fuck everybody else up. I need to know what's going on.
That explains nothing.
Neither do you,
And he-
True.
you cheeky bastard.
he's gonna move into the other guy. He's gonna make 2 attacks.
I'm gonna have to use my action surge.
Ooh, 1 will hit. So he takes an attack, and that's the damage. As this guy is now looking rough, as a blade comes right through his side, you can see his intestines start to spill out
Ew.
a little bit. His hands clutch, trying to pull it back in, but he's in a rough spot. As we go to Felix,
I don't have any teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, I don't have anything. Well, I just got fireball. That sucked. So I'm gonna take movement all the way just straight into the forest line.
okay. Before you do that, I want to. What's your passive, Riley, Agär, and Oni?
9.
15.
13.
Okay. There's too much commotion. You don't quite notice much, but you do notice as Felix is running, he appears from the fireball, and his shirt has been mostly disintegrated by the fireball. And as he's running back into the woods, the shirt begins to as it reforms
Is
around
this
him.
thing a
His
symbiote?
collars pop. What? As he goes into the truck.
A small sparkle glistens as I smile. And
Real fucking useful, man.
Yeah.
What?
It's a symbiote. It's gotta be.
Felix, what do you do?
can I don't even have anything with it. Vicious mockery
Who?
to the guy who just burned me.
Okay. Wisdom or charisma?
Wisdom. It's like, you
Fails.
got a fireball? You couldn't even burn my shit.
How much damage?
Ooh, 7.
Wow.
That's a
7
really good
points of
roll.
damage. As your voice rings out among the commotion, there's clangs of armor on armor, clangs of metal on metal. There's the flames that are licking around you. And amidst all this chaos is the voice of a little halfling who insults his opponent.
My power is being cheeky.
So we go to Riley.
I'm going to bend down next to the guy I just brought
Okay.
back to life. Say, tell me what's going on.
His eyes flutter open and he's very confused. What? What? He's still trying to like catch his breath and orient himself to what's going on. His head lifts up and he sees the surroundings. Make a persuasion roll.
It's been 6 seconds. Give the guy a chance.
Ooh, bummer.
6.
6. He's a bit too disoriented at the moment, but he just points kind of in the direction of the caravan. He just says, "Get them."
Fucking useless. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Oni at 3rd level. Say, you're a black magic dragon. You're a black magic dragon. You're a black magic dragon. I'm casting Healing Word on you. Oh
Yes.
shit, that was a 4.
I am black magic dragon.
As
14 points of healing.
Damn.
as the voice of Felix, this halfling, is suddenly accompanied by the voice of this singing cleric. Strange symphony of sounds that are going on amidst this chaos. Oni.
I am black magic dragon. I'll move up to the guard again. First, I'll stand 10 feet away from him, assuming he moved back enough.
Yeah.
And I will acid breath. That's a dex save.
You do that first. Okay.
Yeah, I do that when I'm 10 feet away from him. DC 13, dex.
17.
Motherfuckers. Alright, so he'll take half damage.
Do you get an attack of opportunity?
No, why would I get attack of opportunity?
No, I mean like from him, because you moved away.
Ooh! Oh, but motherfuckers, halved. So 10 points of acid damage halved to 5. So when I see him starting to move, I take a wide step forward and use my tail to keep myself completely balanced. Deep breath and just pure intensity of green acid coming out.
Okay, so this green acid emanates from Oni in a cone. The bandit moves out of the way, but it still managed to catch part of his left leg, and then the acid disintegrates his clothing. You can see part of his skin begin to bubble.
And I'll start moving up.
Okay.
To
Anything else?
match him if I can. Unfortunately, that is an action, so I will use my bonus action to second wind.
Okay.
And that's 9 points. We're good. That's my turn.
This guy is going to. He's just going to pull out a dagger, just take a stab at you.
Come at me.
Misses.
Yeah, he does.
That's a 3. That's a 3. His dagger comes up, and right as it's about to come down, your claw just catches it, and you squeeze his hand, and he drops the dagger
Yeah,
out of his hand.
I like that.
As
I like
we
that
go
a lot.
up to.
Well, I guess I could do it like down here.
That guy's dead.
Guys, I've never been this tall.
Agär.
You always play
Okay,
sword ball.
I'm going to approach.
By the way, you threw this individual down,
Uh-huh.
and they just laid there,
Yeah,
kind of placidly.
I figured I'm assuming they're under a spell. So who's around me?
Night.
There's the guard with the helmet and the red tufted beard, and then there's the other one that's just bleeding from the neck, and he's looking really, really bad.
And that one is on the floor. Both of them are dead.
This guy's dead. Yeah, this guy was the body that they dragged.
That they were dragging.
Yeah.
All right, and then okay, and that's the guy with the red beard. I'm just gonna go ahead and run around them, get behind them, and be like, nobody fucking move. And we're gonna sort this out. Back to the clearing.
To both the guard and the bandit. You're gonna.
I'm gonna stop them. I'm gonna hold my own and be like, I said, back to the clearing, lest you'll end up like your partner there.
All right, intimidation.
Strength based or charisma based?
He didn't just kill someone with his maul.
I'll let you decide.
Yeah, straight faced. Because charisma would not be good. 19.
19. So Agär runs around to flank them. He takes his maul, he slams it into the ground as cobblestone erupts from it and springs to emphasize his point.
Sorry, 16. I used the class. That was my bad.
They heard you. We'll see what happens.
Okay. And I'm gonna hold. Wait, was that my action, or was that bonus?
Make an intimidation check in action. Yeah.
Okay. All right, then yeah.
Okay.
I'll just do that.
The knight with the red tuft is gonna fuck off, mate. You're not my boss. And he's gonna
I'm not surprised.
he's gonna take his 2 swords. And he's gonna sink it right into this dude.
Why are you shocked by that?
I want to hear everybody's side.
He misses.
Hey!
As the dying individual manages to pull up his sword in one last attempt to save his own life, blocking both. As there's this clang of metal. We go to Felix.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I can't see this happening, right? They got a cart in my way.
Yeah, you got the cart in your way.
All right, yeah. Then I'll just yeah, I'm going to I'll take a few, maybe like move me 20 steps forward, and I'm going to vicious mockery again.
The arrow, bow and arrow guy.
Yep.
Okay.
So wisdom save. I'm gonna yell out, "Hey, you know what the difference is between a walrus and your girlfriend? One has a mustache and smells like fish. The other one's a walrus."
My world has walruses now. That was a 13. It fails.
Awesome. 3 and 4. Oh, 7 again.
He must be from the northern side of the Great Isles.
As Felix insults, Riley sings, and Felix finishes off the sandwich with another insult.
Sounds about right.
As this guy is just being psychically attacked, he puts one hand to his head, trying to like stave off this insulting headache.
Literally.
As we go to this night, he's going to pick up this one. So he's got one, and he's gonna just shoulders the other one.
Oh, they are very impressive.
And he's gonna
He's pretty strong.
finish him off. He moves away. Riley.
So, do I get the impression that the fireball killed the people in the cart?
People in the cart aren't
People in
dead.
the car are not dead.
Oh, they're not
on
dead?
fire.
No. No, they're very
both over that guy's
placidly.
shoulder.
They're like rag dolls, but they're not dead.
They're like under a spell, I think.
Me too.
They're very much alive.
Sorry.
Very fun. How dare you bump my elbow?
It's
We're
pretty-
sitting
I will cast
6 inches away from each other.
Calm Emotions. Sorry, Mike.
My favorite spell. Calm emotions. Is it a radius?
It
Yeah, I
is.
just don't know where the fuck to do it. Never mind, sorry, it doesn't matter. There's too much going on. I don't fucking know.
We're too spread out, yes. It's a problem.
All right, Riley. The hecticness is building.
What
The
will you
knight's
do?
leaving. Oni's engaged with the archer. Agar's trying to threaten the others.
I'll stop at the knight and cast command on him.
Oh,
There you go.
I like this.
Wisdom.
DC 14?
He fails.
Oh, yes!
As he begins to take a step forward, and then he stops and he just looks at you puzzled. But he stops.
I run up to the two people.
Okay.
Do I notice anything, or is my turn over?
I mean, give me a perception check.
Is that an action?
I'll give it to you.
Where's my die?
There you go.
12. So their hands are hanging limply. They are both wearing bracelets around each of their wrists. But their eyes just seem to be staring off into distance.
But they're dressed like nobly, right?
No, they're just like in cloaks
In a black hood.
and hoods.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Are they
Yeah,
nice
no.
hoods?
What's that?
Are they nice hoods?
Not particularly.
Okay, they're just hoods.
And everything is sort of a very, very dull gray color to
Okay.
it.
Their skin, you mean?
In fact, yes, the skin, the cloak, and as you look at the knight who's carrying them, his skin has started to turn gray
Oh shit.
Interesting.
as he's holding them.
That's interesting.
Tony, it's your turn.
How's the guy looking in front of me?
A bit, I mean, fairly beat up,
But still okay-ish?
Do I have any movement left?
a little bit.
I'm backing the fuck up from that.
If
Thank you.
he's looking mostly alright, then I will cast Burning Hands on him. Please give me a DC 14 dex save again. But
17.
God damn it, man. Hey, roll low, will you?
Did it all the wrong times.
Yeah, I guess so. So that's 3d6 halved. Wow! 2 6s and a 5. So 17 halved. Fucking shit.
Wait.
But yeah.
Oh, I thought.
But-
Sorry, I thought that's why you're saying fucking shit.
No, it's because 17 would have been beautiful.
Oh.
And I will move ahead of him, seeing which way he's trying to escape. But just around him, not trying to leave his melee
Space.
range. Yeah.
Okay.
That will be my
It was
turn.
burning hands.
Burning Hands was my spell, yeah.
Okay. So you reach out and flames erupt this time from Oni.
Yeah, actually, I will sort of flip my sword around like doing this. And from there, I'll kind of, as if I was going to do another dragon breath, I will spew the flames from there.
Okay.
Clearly, it's coming from my hands, but flavor. It's a very well named spell.
As we go to the archer, who's looking very, very panicked.
He's casting
You know what?
green fire.
I'll say to him, if you'll allow me.
Sure. Talk to him.
If you surrender now, we will not kill you. Your friends are likely dead. The dwarf is far stronger than I. And vicious, I think. That's it.
He's going to disengage
Smart.
and start running. So I've run out of battle map. He's running.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You moved the wrong person, I think.
No, the blue.
No.
It's good. This guy over here who has his sword up against the knight with the tufted red beard who brought his swords down. Clever one, aren't you? and he's going to pull out a dagger as he's got the sword up. He's barely holding on. He's going to try and shiv the guy. And he's going to miss badly.
Bro. Oh, man.
As he starts coming up with the dagger, but the knight sees him, kicks his hand out of the way, the dagger goes flying, and then spits on his face.
Rude. I
I
don't
like
like
this
him.
knight. Alright, I'm gonna knock the knight out
Oh,
with
wow.
my hammer.
Go for it.
How's he looking?
He hasn't been touched.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or barely touched, I should say.
11.
11 to hit.
Yeah.
Misses.
Extra attack. 18.
Hits.
That's 7 and 5 is 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. So your maul comes down with its first swing. It hits his shoulder pad, but it slips off, not doing any damage. And you take it around on the backswing, hitting him right in the rib. And you can hear a couple ribs
Said
crack.
stop moving. Oh! Can I have my superiority die for a trip attack, or is it too late?
Go for it.
Yeah! I rolled a what? Oh wait, I get to reroll ones.
On the superiority
Damage.
No
die.
superiority die?
Right.
Alright, one more point of damage, and he has to make a DC 16 strength saving throw to stay.
Fails. So he gets knocked prone as your maul hits him in the side. His ribs crack, and he buckles to one knee, falling on his back.
Stay down! And I'm gonna face the thief, the bandit that's up.
Okay. It's the knight with the red tufted beard and the broken ribs. It's his turn. He's going to lunge at you,
Bring it.
and that's 17.
Yeah, it's.
And then the second one misses. So he takes his blade, carves you right across the thighs. Blood begins to pour right down your leg. You're lucky he missed your dwarven jewels.
The most important jewels.
And he misses with the second one. Felix, you're up.
Wait, how much damage did I take?
Sorry, 10.
Minus 3, 7.
You know, this is combat. This is not where I excel. I'll take another. No, I'm gonna walk my movement to the center. So I'm assuming that the bow and arrow guy is out of my reach at this point.
Probably he went 30 feet off the map.
Yeah. All right.
25
Well.
feet away from me.
So I see this. I see the guard stopped, holding two people up,
Yeah.
and he was a dick. So I'm just gonna flip him off and then use my action to dash around the cart.
Anything else?
No, that's all I got.
As you come around the corner of the cart, you can see Agär engaged in battle with the knight and a very heavily struggling bandit. This guy is gonna just keep going. He turns around to
He's
see.
commanded.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
commanded.
that's true. He needs to
Oh,
make a
true.
wisdom save.
It's true.
No, it only lasts one round, but it happens at the beginning of his next turn.
Oh.
Oh, it's his next turn, so he's still stopped. Okay, so he's just frozen in place with these two individuals over his back. The gray color slowly expanding over his skin. Riley,
Do I get the impression that touching these people caused this contagion?
you think so?
Oh crap. Okay.
Followed by Oni.
I have blend.
I will cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the guy who's turning gray.
The guy who's turning gray.
That.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good move.
That's a fun
That's a
move.
good move.
Wisdom.
Yes. DC 14.
19.
Succeeds.
He shrugs it off. His sense of honor and duty pushing him through.
If you don't let me help you, you're going to turn like those guys, all gray and cold and weird and floppy.
Anything else?
I back up more.
They are floppy.
Floppy's never a good thing, mate.
Oni.
I'll catch up to him,
Okay.
and I will.
Black scale dragonborn running along the gravel road easily catches up with the
Yeah.
bandit who is stumbling away from him in fear. What do you do as you come into melee?
Can I get around him again?
By 5 feet.
Nah. I will cast. God damn it! I really fucking hope this shit hits. Earth Tremor on him. If it doesn't land, it's not gonna have been worth it.
Okay.
DC 14 deck save.
Like, this is how this game works.
Yeah.
It's an 11 plus.
Please say less than 3.
Plus 3.
You gotta be kidding me!
Plus 3.
Oh,
So meets it.
beats it.
Ah.
It's the threshold for success.
So the earth begins to tremor right underneath them. This pile of earth steps up, and right as he's about to trip, he actually uses it as a springboard and jumps over it.
He takes 1 point of damage.
Ooh. 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
That's no bueno.
Okay.
That was enough.
Nothing.
Let's see.
And that is my turn. I insist once again. Please stop moving.
Okay. He's gonna dash 60 feet away.
Dash.
Yeah, you can attack if you want.
I will do so.
Take your opportunity.
Has to be a melee attack, right?
Yep.
So please hit. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Please roll high. So that's 9 points of slashing damage.
Ooh. Nice. And he's looking kind of rough as he stumbles away
Okay.
out of your range. We go to the bandit. He's bleeding from the neck, soaked, crippled on his knees, struggling to his feet. He's gonna ignore Agär and come to the knight,
Like a
People don't
death
listen
wish
to
or
you.
something.
and he's gonna take 2 attacks. I'm gonna give him disadvantage because he's fucked up. And one of them was a natural 20, but that changes into a 5, a natural 1 and a 5. As he's bleeding out, he collapses next to the guy, Agär.
Dope. So is anybody standing next to me? Are they all on the ground?
Yeah, they're all on the ground.
Learn deal. I'm gonna start tying them all up.
Who are you starting with?
You're tying the bandit and the guy together?
Yeah, I'm tying
the
them all
guard's
together.
still conscious, right?
I'm gonna.
Say that again, Felix?
Isn't the guard still conscious?
Yeah, he
He's
is.
conscious. He's
Yeah,
just prone.
Yeah, he is. He is conscious. He's just prone. I'm gonna start with the guard.
You're gonna start with the guard?
Yeah.
Grapple check.
Ooh, that's not good. It's athletics, right?
Yeah.
So that is a 14.
Athletics?
14.
What'd you roll?
14
14 to 14.
plus 5.
Oh, 14 plus 5.
No. I rolled 14.
It's not the way it works.
Isn't that how it works for?
Initiative. This is different. You
Okay.
grapple, setting the DC. And then
Okay.
he tries to escape it, so he met your DC.
Oh, so meets it.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
That makes
okay.
sense.
So you grab your rope, start lassoing it around, but he just kicks you off right in the chest. As we go to his turn, from the ground. He's gonna take his 2 blades. He's just gonna throw them at you.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Why has it been so difficult?
That's a 15 and a 10.
None of them.
Okay.
Mate, you don't want to fuck with me.
If you were taller, I would have hit you.
If you were stronger, you wouldn't get knocked down.
Ah, you fuck off, you ugly fuckface.
He's ugly.
Can I just punch him in the face just to shut him up?
No.
I just want to punch him.
Felix.
He's yelling insults at my friend. I'm gonna yell insults back at him.
And mine hurt.
Yeah.
I love Felix.
Sticks
Yeah,
and
I'm
stones.
gonna yell at him. Apropos, I say, I shouldn't yell at people. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Just look at your parents.
Ah. What is it that JD said?
Fails.
Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will hurt forever.
Yeah.
Yes. 6 points of psychic damage.
6 points of psychic damage as he takes it all. His red tufted beard seems to shimmer at the insult.
I love it.
Shimmer and shake. Riley.
And I want to
Sorry,
take
no.
full movement forward.
Forward to Agär.
Hey.
Or along the cart, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Just trying to see if I can get Oni and Archer in range, or in my line of vision.
Okay, this guy is going to continue walking, but only at 15. Riley, you're up.
I'll try Tasha's hideous laughter again.
Okay. That's a 12.
Fails.
Fails. So what happens?
He falls to the ground laughing.
Haha.
So
Not that way.
he starts collapsing to his knees as a chuckle begins to well up in his belly.
Oh, does he take damage?
No.
Only
That's dissonant whispers.
So the bandit that's running away from me, he's like 55 feet away from me.
yeah.
Okay.
He's hobbling.
Yeah. I will run up another 30.
Okay. You're now on 25 feet of him.
I will.
He's hobbling away slowly, clutching at his side. His Oni Black Scale Dragonborn ponders what to do next.
Do I action dash? Do I Ray of Frost? Fuck it, I'll Ray of Frost.
All right.
Please roll high. Natural 17.
Hey.
Okay.
Motherfucker. So 7 points of cold damage on him.
Just barely enough.
Really?
As
Knock
the
him out?
What's that?
Do I knock him out?
Yeah.
Yes!
Hey.
As the ray of frost hits him right in the back, he collapses to his knees and then falls face forward, poof, right into the gravel road.
That's all I can do this turn.
Yep.
Could I use a bonus action to start peering through my bat's eyes?
Sure. Cool. For now. Yeah. Okay. The other bandit that's bleeding from the neck, he's just gonna lay there as he slowly bleeds out. As we go to Agär.
I'm gonna try to. You know what? I'm gonna non-lethally knock the guard out.
The guard
Yeah.
doesn't look anywhere close to being
Oh, really?
conscious. I
I
mean,
mean, he
not
doesn't
really.
look anywhere close to being conscious.
Unconscious.
Unconscious. All right, then I'm just gonna smack him.
Go for it,
Wait,
smack him.
are the other guys down? Like,
Yep.
Is anybody awake aside from the guard?
The bandit that he's letting himself bleed out at this point. He's given up. He's on his back.
Cool.
Dirt is just in his wounds and gravel.
It's a bad situation.
Fuck up the guard. I rolled a 17,
Natural.
Yeah, that'll hit.
and that's I get to reroll a 2.
It fell outside. Reroll.
Yeah. I have to take the other roll.
Yeah.
So 6 plus 5 is 12, 11 points of damage,
Okay.
and I'm going to take my extra attack.
Okay.
Be like, shut the fuck. 13.
To hit?
Yeah.
Misses.
Okay. All right.
So your maul comes down.
Inspired.
Oh,
Oh, you are inspired.
I am
That's right.
inspired. Plus 5.
18 to hit.
That's the DC. You hit.
Hey.
Very nice.
I get to reroll a 2.
Nice.
So that's 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. Nice. He goes unconscious.
Ha!
Wow.
His neck. You hit him once in his knee. You can hear the knee
Oh.
snap, and then you take your maul. You hit him right across the chin. Where you going for the kill?
No, I was going to knock him out.
Okay, so he right across the chin as he goes unconscious.
Can I grab them and start dragging them?
That would be an action.
Okay, then I'll just hold. I'm
Okay.
done.
This guy
People are so difficult sometimes.
just turn around, and he's very baffled about what to do at the moment.
Is that the wolf?
It is the wolf.
Get the other one, please.
He's just watching complacently. I'm just gonna keep moving.
He can't.
Well,
He's
he's
got
on the floor
Tasha.
laughing at
Sorry.
me.
He
He
has
gets
to
a
make
wisdom
a
save.
save.
Good call. I need one of those thingies.
DC 14. Is it end of his turn?
Fails.
Nice.
He's still moving.
Can't,
Yeah.
It's my turn now, right?
Yep.
Can I creatively use my spiritual weapon to create a lasso?
And then what?
Tie him up.
You want to grapple with the spiritual weapon? Sure.
makes a vice.
Sure, let's do it.
So. Natural 20.
Woo!
Yeah.
So,
He's so fucking grappled.
Riley extends her palm
Good
up to
energy.
the sky, and then a dragon face forms, and the dragon face shoots out towards it, and as it does, it turns into the form of a lasso and wraps around him, pulling him tight.
That's fun. I like that.
Wonder Woman would be proud.
I look around. There's nothing else going on right now, right? Like everybody's down.
Correct.
Yep.
Guys, we have a problem.
We've got about 5 of them.
There is some sort of like plague
Are we-
or I don't know.
Are we out of initiative?
Yeah.
I pick up the body and anything that it might have dropped, and I take it to the clearing there.
Okay. So you all reconvene in the
Yeah,
middle?
I'm pulling anybody who's alive or conscious, tying them up. I really like my rope.
I
I
take
love
the
rope.
wand.
Take the wand.
Yeah.
Spiritual weapon only lasts 1 minute.
Okay.
We should tie them up, but we cannot touch them. If you touch them, you turn into them. Or something. I don't really
What?
understand. Can I make a medicine check to see if I know what the fuck?
Go for it.
Can I make a survival check?
Go for it.
15.
Oh,
As you all
13.
As you all congregate in the middle of this road, the fire beginning to die out
I'm ray of frosting anything
from the
that's still on
trees as
fire.
Oni is walking around putting out.
Chris has something.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Okay. As Oni's putting out the fires, and you all come in, and there's this guard who's lassoed. His elbows are pulled in tight. He's carrying these 2 individuals over his shoulders, and you get a good look at his skin that is now gone completely gray. And you watch it actually rising beneath the skin of his face, up over his nose, right to his hairline. And that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
What? Wait, I want to know.
That's it.
Is he turning to stone?
Wait, but I rolled my medicine check. What did I know?
I'll tell you next week.
Ah! Some bullshit.
You gotta watch next week to find out.
I went through all that to tie them up, just to... Fine.
Guys,
You
I
did
killed a thing.
So,
Well done.
Thank you.
all right. Well, thank you everyone
I am
Yay.
Magic Black Dragon
for
Ball.
joining us. If you're still out there in internet land, as always, big thank you to Sirenscape for providing the music, the epicness that was this caravan battle. Thank you to our artists for making us look semi-professional. Big thank you to anyone out there that is watching us live or at their leisure.
Actually, let me hop on the chat.
We hope you enjoy. If there's anyone to stick around, we'll close this one and then we'll hop on another session.
Thank you
Here in a minute.
to Preston, who sat here for 4 hours, and maybe our potential tech guy.
Shout out to Preston. Woo!
What's up?
Do you want to make a camera appearance? Preston will remain mysterious for now.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna hop on again in a minute. Let us know if you're still around. We'll have another Q&A thing like we did last time.
Yeah, we'll just chat and hang out.
Whoever wants to be there,
I mean, we're gonna just talk about it, and if you have questions, that's cool.
you're welcome to join us.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Or in a minute.
Chris needs to mute himself.
Hey. Are we muted?
Yeah.